Start off the game. Ignite Pantheon top, that's fine. You got Evelyn jungle versus Nunu. Lissandra Zed. Is that Oriana Shaco bot
Yes.
lane?
Yes,
Oh,
it is. And that's also a first time Lissandra, by the way.
okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because, everyone's like, oh, Lissandra counters Zed so hard. So,
Tom. Okay.
yeah.
Tom
Okay.
Tom Kench
By the way,
lane.
your stream is not on for me. I don't know if you turned it on.
It's on. Probably just taking a little bit of time to
Okay.
actually come on. It says I'm live, so it's fine. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So Tom Kench lane. Not the easiest lane to kill, especially if you use cloth. He didn't go cloth here. Doran
hmm
shield is still pretty difficult to kill. In a lane like this, you want to be looking middle as early as possible. Once you push him in, because if this guy ever shadows, it's a super free kill for you. As long as Lissandra actually sees you coming on pings, because you flash stun while she casts E, he goes into W, he's dead instantly every time.
Okay.
Pre-6 he's dead. At level 6 he's still probably dead because as soon as he gets out from ultimate untargetability, he just gets Lissandra ulted, he should be dead. I'm not really sure how much setup your bot lane has. I'd assume it's pretty free at 6s. The Sicker does have Exhaust and Ignite. Oriana ult's pretty easy to hit against Ashe. So you do have a lot of potential lanes you can go to. Something I really like to do is Pantheon. Um, Especially only top lane really, not mid lane. At level 1, it's really nice to walk over here and okay, if your mid laner is not AFK or your jungler is starting top, it's really nice to walk over and check if the enemy jungler is on the blue buff and drop a ward because if he is on it or not, just to drop a ward because as Pantheon, your goal early on should be to kill them at like level 2. As like you should just poke them down at level 1 with Q, and then you all in at level 2 once if you hit 2 before them, and you just try to kill them with the ignite really early. It's the easiest way to snowball. But the it's really important that you know the path of the enemy jungler because if you don't kill them immediately at like 230, 245 before the enemy jungler has a chance to come up, and you
hmm
get ganked and you die with Ignite at like 3 minute, 3:15, the normal level 3 gank timer, then you're probably fucked because you're just gonna be behind like the rest of the lane and you don't snowball in your Pantheon, so you're just gonna be useless. So it's
Okay.
really important that you just get that early ward out so you don't get caught off guard by like an off timing gank. Because like as other champions, it doesn't matter as much. Obviously you don't want to die to a gank, but you have a lot of tools to recover. You got teleport. Most top laners are like tanks. I know you're like a big Warwick player. I'm not 100% sure how much you get sub behind from a gank, but I'm assuming it's less than Pantheon. So, yeah, as Pantheon, you got to play a bit differently just because of the
Okay.
nature of the champion.
So I should be warding. Is warding blue buff like a thing that I should be doing on other champs too? And if they do start blue, is it a pretty safe assumption that I won't be ganked for a while?
Um, Not necessarily. In
Because I'll
this
see them pathing out, right? Like if they path toward our red, then I have to be careful because they're still topside. But if they path down, then I mean,
it's a possibility they do blue gromp wolves and then they wrap you
and
top.
then wrap. Okay,
But that's pretty unlikely.
yeah,
I would say for the most part, yeah, if they're starting on the blue buff, you won't get level 3 ganked. If they end up level 3 ganking you, it's usually giving up. Basically it says he's giving
they
up
give
his
up
whole
bot
bot side
side.
jungle.
Okay,
Although the only reason I'd say you might still need to watch out for it is because most of the time jungle paths are going to start like this in solo queue.
yeah,
So if he does boom 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 while your jungler does the standard boom boom into red, that
mm-hmm.
means he's gonna be he'll be yanking you um,
While my jungler's doing red.
while your jungler is doing red, and while your jungler, like he's not gonna lose any camps. The worst thing that happens
Yeah,
is he gets counter yanked, which is still pretty bad for him. But like depending on the jungler, like you might not get anything out of the counter gank, and depending on like what like your jungler does like after red, because
okay,
most of them will go back to wraiths after instead of
okay,
like actually looking for something. But yeah, that's why that word gives you so much information.
okay,
Like if you saw him right here, like doing the blue buff right here, then well for starter's sake, Nunu's probably gonna go to the red, so that's also good information because you'll see him
Yeah.
path out with the ward.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you are scared, you'll get level 3 because you know you'll be pushing around the 3 minutes timer that he'll be ready to level 3 you. You can just ask
Mhm.
you can just ping the fuck out of your jungler to help you, or like ping assistance, or just like get ready to ward the river for the gank.
Okay. So should I be pushing? I like almost. I'd say like 80% of my games, I let the lane push into me, um, and that's just because I'm a Warwick player. But I think I pushed this game. I can't remember. But when should I be pushing to? Because I know that I've seen other players do it. They shove hard the first 2 waves and let it bounce, right? Um, but like I don't know when I should be doing that. Is that just a matchup thing or?
Okay, so there's multiple factors when deciding whether to push or not. One of them is the jungle matchup. Thing is,
Oh shoot!
you like that? Okay.
Yeah, one sec. Just give me like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Hello? Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
No problem. Okay. So we're talking about when to push and when not to push. So there are multiple factors to take into account. One of them is the jungle matchup. Because if you're pushed in under tower right here at like
All right,
230,
can you hear me?
yeah. Oh fuck.
Test.
Yeah, fuck, my mic was muted.
Oh,
I'm retarded.
okay.
Okay, so there's multiple factors to take into account when deciding when to push the lane early. One of them is a jungle matchup, because let's say you're pushed in here at like 230, right?
Yeah.
And Nunu walks in just to invade like either the red buff or like the rafters here. You can't move, right? Because you have to catch waves with the turret. So if you're in a jungle matchup, like I don't know, like Kale, I mean not Kale, Nunu, Lee Sin, or I don't know, like Elise, or maybe even Graves against, and let's say your jungler like a Mumu or something. It's pretty dangerous for you to let yourself get pushed in, because if he just invades, your jungler can't do anything. He's gonna lose this whole top side if you're pushed in. So that's one factor to take into account. Another factor to take into account is like what your champion wants to do. It's fine if you're a champion who can't really like, if you're against like a lane bully or something, like you're against like a Renekton or something that you can't step up on. The ideal place to keep the lane is to try to keep it like right here, not in your like not under your turret.
Right.
But like just try to keep it frozen here, because if they trade with you, if they're melee, it's going to be difficult for them to trade without getting in the turret range and stuff. They're very easy to gank. This is the ideal place to keep your lane if you're not an aggressive lane champion early on. And if you are an aggressive lane champion early on, though, then yes, you want to push for the level 2. The thing about bouncing the wave, though, unless you're a champion with like actual AoE wave clear, it's really not possible to do it in time unless the dude completely concedes to you pushing. If he like tries to counter push on you at all, there's like zero way you'll be able to bounce the wave properly.
Okay.
Like the only time you'll ever be able to do it is if that guy is just not contesting you at all because he's a champion that like can't do anything to you, or he's a champion that has just as little wave clear as you. As Pantheon, I actually maybe not in this lane because he's a bit too tanky, but against like squishier lanes, it's actually really good to do longsword start and just spam throw Qs, and then like you'll have enough mana to poke them down enough with just longsword pots, and then ignite them for the all in at level 2 when you jump on them. And you also push faster because you have more AD from the longsword. In a lane versus someone who's gonna get a lot of sustain or someone who's just really tanky, I think corrupting's better, but that's an option for like squishier lanes or like champions that just like won't like start a lot of armor. Okay, so you're pushing here. He gets in the lane a little late. You can assume that Nunu started blue here because there's no reason for him to come from that way. And otherwise, he could have fake leashed. But in your mind right now, you should be understanding the fact that there's a possibility that Nunu is going to go to red after. And when you see the top laner come out of the river like this, you want to get in the habit of just throwing a ping on your team's red, I don't know, it could be like danger ping or like back ping, and then type something like prob going red or maybe started red or something like that. Just so your jungler is like aware of it. He might lose it anyway. He might not care at all about the ping, but it's just something that doesn't cost you anything. It's a good habit to get into. Okay, so when you trade like that, you don't want to walk the way you want to walk into the. You want to hug this side and walk into the bush to drop the minion aggro immediately. When you take the auto Q trades, you don't want to walk backwards. You're still taking minion aggro right now. You want to just dip into the bush real quick and then come back out. Okay. Okay, so you're one creep from level 2 here. You should be throwing more Qs than you are, because you have Corrupting Potion. Okay, so let's back up and see exactly where he runs into Nunu here. Okay, so you still don't see him, still don't see him. You're pushed up in lane. It's fine. Let's see here. He's going to get vision. You're red. He's going to get vision right here. Okay, so this is immediately when he sees him. 221, okay. So let's see if you actually have time to move over. I don't think so. Well, he's not taking the blast.
I think I do move over.
He's going downwards. Okay, there's no reason for you to move over, actually. That's completely fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, drop the ward there. Okay, so you're not putting enough pressure on him, really. You need to be, like, if you have Corrupting Potion, you have to commit to just throwing a bunch of Qs at him. You can't be as passive as you are about that. Okay, so Sandra goes over. Now you go over. That's fine, because your lane's pushed. See, he has to walk and lose all these creeps for it. He gets out, but it's not really your fault. It's not that big a deal. You have the lane pushed in, so he's losing a lot for even trying to match you, so that's fine. Okay, so this lane is not in a good spot right now though. Like, you can respond to stuff like first, but the thing is, like, you need to reset this wave right now, because he's not going to walk into the jungle anymore, because there's nothing to take anymore. So you need to get this lane pushed in. That should be your primary goal right here, so you can bounce it off and not get ganked right now. Okay. Okay, decent poke. I wouldn't advise using E early on though, unless like you're just proccing Thunderlords with it by itself, because it's the mana to damage ratio isn't very good. Well, it's level 1. Okay. Nothing you can really do about that. This is your team's fault more than anything. There's nothing you can do. It's fine. Okay. So you got 1 Corrupting Potion stack left. You have your ward down. I'm assuming your team is angry pinging you. It's not really your fault. Okay. So because you didn't poke him down as much as you should have early with your level 2 advantage, you know, you had him pushed in, you hit level 2 before him, but you didn't really throw many Qs. You didn't jump on him until like level 3 to like combo. That was like your first combo. Like, you're in a spot that's like really bad right now, because like you don't really have enough mana to kill him anymore, and the lane isn't in a great spot. Like, you won't be able to stick around much longer because you're low on stacks, on the Corrupted Potion stacks, and like you're gonna have to either commit. You're gonna have to basically commit all your mana to like fixing the wave at this position, and you can't kill him, which is it's a really bad position to be in as Pantheon.
So should I be able to kill him? Or I mean, should I just? Are you just saying that I should have definitely pressured him more, even if
you
there's
should
no
have
kill pressure?
You should have pressured him more, because in a game where there isn't a Nunu sitting in your jungle for 10 years, like, it's very simple, because like I said earlier, most junglers will do blue, wolves, red, right? If you have him poked down at like 3 minutes, 3:30, it's a free, like, you just ping your jungler over and you dive. Like, Pantheon is a fucking god at diving early on, especially if you have Ignite. It's super free. Like, I can't say, like, because, like, ideally, no one is ever going to die to you, right? Ideally, everyone will buy cloth armor, teleport to lane as soon as they get below 500 HP with, like, 6 more pots in their inventory, and they're never going to die to you, right? But no one plays that, like, ideally, you know? Like, or very rarely will you run into that. So, like, if you're playing Pantheon and solo queue, you've already, like, committed yourself. Like, if you're gonna play Pantheon solo queue, you have to just commit yourself to saying, like, this guy, I have to assume this dude is bad. I'm gonna poke him the fuck down, and then I'm gonna try to dive him at level 3, like, every single game. Like, that should be like your mindset early on. Because if you don't get going on Pantheon, like, you might as well just pick a different champion, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna pick Pantheon though, you have to commit to going like balls to the wall. You just gotta go for it because that's what your champion does. Like it doesn't really do anything else. See, like now you're just in a position where you're trying to poke now, but it's far too late. You know, like you don't really have the mana to do this. So your goal at this point, when like the kills failed, and this is for like any game you play as Pantheon. If you're at a position where you don't have the mana sustain to kill this dude, either because like he's too healthy or he still has TP or like you got ganked early and you had to back off pressure or something, and like when you're in that position where you know I cannot kill this guy anymore until I go back, your goal is to just spam Qs on the wave to get it pushed in so you can go back. Because you can't back in the middle without TP. You can't back when the wave's in the middle without TP. If like obviously there'll be some scenarios like if you were 200 HP right now, you don't have a choice, right? You have to go back.
Yeah.
But that's like your worst case scenario. If you have the resources to attempt it, you should always try to get into the turret before you recall. Because if it's not, you're going to be losing a shit ton of EXP. And as Pantheon, hitting 6 later than the other dude is really bad because you want to get the 6 early and just ult somewhere. So you're getting ganked here. You turn on to Nunu. Good. He's dead. Okay. You get stunned here. I don't even bother flashing.
I get fucked. Yeah.
No point even flashing really. Okay, so that's fine. I'll just replay it real quick. Let me see. Okay, so the turn is immediate. That's really good. Q cooldown. Okay. Yeah, okay. He could have gone downwards and like maybe tried to flash out, but he probably would just flash after you. I think it's worth it to keep your flash in that scenario, so you still have more pressure when you go roam gank. Okay. So let's see how much gold you have. 849.
My CS was shit. Yeah.
It's obviously not okay, but like, you know, you understand. Like, I don't need it. You're a good enough player to know like your CS was bad. You just gotta work on that. Like, it's nothing else to say about that.
I screwed my wave over, like you said, especially after that roam.
Okay. Double long swords and control. You're
I
not
don't
gonna
buy
controls.
controls.
Ooh,
That's
God.
that's a weakness that I already know of. Yeah, I like never buy controls.
Yeah, you just gotta get in the habit. Okay, so just walking straight to lane here. He's gonna push it in, but he pushes in really slow. You'll make it for most of it. No need for boots here, because no need for boots here because he doesn't push fast enough to warrant it. You're gonna miss like nothing here, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Just CSing here. Yeah, Q this. Okay. So.
Oh, so going back to the controls, as a top laner, what what bushes should I be controlling?
Okay, if you have lane, if you're gonna be holding lane priority and pushing up most of the time, you put it in here, this bush. And if you don't, then you try to get it down into this bush, or right here. Because if you are getting pushed in and you put it here, it's literally gonna die in like 30 seconds. There's no point. You can put it here too, but if you're getting pushed in, it's likely it'll just get cleared eventually. You can use it to bait for a gank or something, but generally it's better if you're in a position where you don't have lane control like ever to just put it like right here or like even right here or right here, just so it helps your team. Like, because the thing is like it'll spot the jungler still, and it'll help your team more because it's more relevant vision for them. Whereas like if you're putting it just like right here, it's only really relevant for you because it's very rare someone will even go through here to like gank mid or something.
Right, that's only good if like you're in danger of getting dived or something.
Yeah, if you're getting dove. But if you're in danger of getting dove, you might as well just put a trinket right here if you're really afraid of that. Because like, yeah, like they're just gonna kill your control ward in that case. And then like if you're low, they're just still gonna dive you and you're not gonna see it coming. So even then, like that ward isn't super useful. It's really only useful to like bait someone to go kill it so you can gank them, or just like if your jungler's about to come and he wants to be unseen, you just drop it real quick so we can get an undetected gank off. Okay, so you start slow pushing the wave here. With your EXP, I think that's fine because you'll hit 6 on this next wave. So you should hard push here now actually. It's fine to let that wave so you can stack it up a little bit here, but on this wave you should hard push and just go. Oh fuck, I hit the wrong key. You should hard push and just go for a level 6 ult here.
Okay.
So like this, the initial part is fine because you don't have the speed to push it like to the turret anyway. But so you stack it up. But now that you have the wave stacked, you have enough speed to push it in. So now you want to get it into the turret and just go ult. Like it's just perfect. Like you want to do it regardless of hitting level 6, but it's perfect that you have the level 6 off of it. It just gives you even more incentive to just push this and get out of here.
So it's worth using like E in this case. And
yeah, it's
okay.
worth. You might not even need E honestly, like just auto queues and stuff. Cause like, well, in this case you can't go mid because he just died. But like
Yeah.
in an ideal case, like you just go mid here. If you had pushed, because like if you had hard pushed it, the lane would be right here right now instead of right here, and then you could just go gank like and not lose anything because he has to catch the waves into the turret, right? So yeah, in this case, your jungler's level. Jesus Christ, he's level 3. Oh my god, this game is like so fucked already. But in an ideal world, you just be ulting mid. Okay, so I don't like this ward if you're going to if you're gonna go that deep into the river, just drop it like deeper. Or if you're like really afraid of the blast plant, literally just go all the way around and hit it, and then blast yourself back over. If you're putting this because you're afraid of the blast plant, just go over and blow up the blast plant. Because like, if he takes the blast, like if you're right here, right? Okay, you're right here. Tom Kench is right here, and the Nunu takes the blast plant. He takes that blast plant, and you see him, you're still fucking dead. Like it's not gonna change anything. You're just gonna see him kill you instead. Like if you're afraid of the blast plant, just drop your ward right here or drop your ward right here and go hit the blast plant over. Yeah, like don't even give him the opportunity. Like, cause like you put that ward down because you want to play push, right? But it doesn't actually help you play push because you're gonna die to a gank anyway if he takes the blast plant. You can't get away. Okay, so we're fighting here. Ooh, I think you're dead. Oh. Your ignite is down, right? I can't. Okay, well played. Okay, I guess I was just glitched. I'm assuming your ignite's down, or you would have used it there. I'm pretty sure it's still down from killing Mewtwo. So let's just replay this fight real quick. So can I just initially fight him? He has a Tiamat. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Cancelled one auto, but that's fine. Okay. So there's like 3 like minute mistakes in this engagement. So I'm gonna play a half speed fear. Okay. So as soon as he hits you with the tongue lash, there's no point in doing anything but committing to the fight because you're 100% getting eaten as soon as you get hit with this slow this close to him. Like there's no chance you get out. So you should immediately turn. So you identify to turn pretty soon, which is good. You cancel an auto there while you're eating. That's whatever, just mechanical error. Throwing Qs. Okay, so when you're fighting Tom, you want to try to be in between your minions as much as possible because a lot of his damage comes from 2 sources. Well, really like 3 sources. His percent damage on ultimate, or is it not even on ultimate anymore? It's on W now. Okay. His percent damage, his eat, and his tongue slap. You can't dodge the eat really. You can't dodge the percent damage at all. But you can't dodge the tongue slap if you're fighting like in between your minions. Like it's kind of like the same concept as like a Lee Sin or something. If you fight him in between his minions, or like it's really hard for him to hit you with Q, and like people max Q in lane, and that's like his biggest like burst in a spell. Besides like eating you, but that requires a bunch of stacks. So like whenever possible, when you have minions at all, you want to fight like in between your minions because it makes it a lot harder to lose a fight to him. Okay. So another thing, like you turn here, like once again, there's no point in turning. Like you're just gonna get devoured and shit.
I think I was going toward my minions. Yeah.
Okay. A little late at this point, but okay. Now you flash into the minions. He flashes after you. You wait out the shield. Good sidestep on the Q, and then your cooldowns come up. You just kill him. Okay, yeah. Probably even need the E, but that's fine. Really, it's nice to use E to get an extra like passive stack if you like need it in a pinch. But other than that, it's really not super useful in fights unless you're finishing someone off with it. Because usually, as Pantheon, you'll be winning most fights so handily that they'll be running away from you, and it's more worth it to not E until like you really have to, like they're in turret range or something, you can't chase anymore. And it's usually more worth to use your time walking up and like autoing them,
Okay.
like keeping a pace with them, you know, because when you E, you stop, you know. Basically, your E should be the last thing you use in a fight unless you need it immediately for the shield and they've like full committed to you already. Because
Okay.
when you E, like they're just gonna walk away from you. Like that's the end of the fight essentially. Unless they're like full, like this guy was. He was full committed to the all in, right? He
Yeah.
just straight went on you, so it's fine to use either because you know he's not gonna leave, you know, and you want the shield for the in fight part. But against someone who's like running from you, E should be the last thing you ever use because they're just gonna get ground on you and walk away from you afterwards.
So after I W them, it's still not worth using E while they're stunned.
It depends on the nature of the fight, you know, because in this fight
Okay.
he's committed to you, so it's fine. But
Okay.
in a fight where like you're stunning them and like it's like a Riven or something, someone who's really squishy can't turn back on you in that scenario or something. You know, maybe a Riven can, but I'm just using an example.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if they're not gonna turn back onto you, it's more worth it to keep chasing upwards as long as you're not hitting turret range. If you're getting
Okay.
get into turret range, then you just eat them at the end because you don't want to take turret hits unless you know you're gonna succeed the dive.
Okay.
So yeah, E should be the only time you use it is like to finish them off or like it's a full commit fight already. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's more worth it to keep a pace for them so you can keep getting Qs off down the lane as you chase them. So good kill here. Let's see how much gold you got. 1285. Okay, so I don't know actually what build you do. I've seen people who do Tiamat Pantheon, so you can push and roam. I've seen Yomu's Pantheon. I've seen Cleaver
I
Rush
go
Pantheon.
Yomos.
Yomu's. Okay, Yomu's in a Cleaver, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But
So,
again, I'm like a brand new Pantheon player. I have like 10 games on him, so
okay.
if you think something else is better, I'll try that.
I think Tiamat is situationally good. I don't think you need it against Kench. Okay, well, he went Tiamat too, but I think in general you don't need it as much against Kench. If you're against someone who has a lot of wave clear, I would go Tiamat just because, like, if you don't go Tiamat against someone with wave clear, they're just gonna keep you under the turret like forever, unless you can kill them. You know, that's different. If you think you can kill them, then you go lethality and you just all in them. But if it's
Yeah.
someone who like either because you fell behind or because they're just too strong of a champion or whatever,
So like Maokai or something or Gragas.
yeah, maybe like you know someone who's like you can't kill and like they just push you in. You just get
Okay.
Tiamat so that you can clear out the wave really fast and look for an ultimate to roam because
Okay.
like as Pantheon you're on a timer, you know, like
Yeah.
past 30 minutes it's so hard for you to win the game.
Hmm.
um so like in the early game you just build whatever you need to build so you can snowball, you know, and sometimes that's lethality so you can kill your lane opponent, that's fine. Sometimes it's Black Cleaver because he's stacking armor immediately and he's a tank and that's the only way you can kill him, that's fine. Sometimes it's Tiamat because you can't kill him and you can't get out of the lane to ult. That's fine too. You know, it's just it depends on the game. Like I think in this scenario, like the rest of it, actually I don't know. Hard to say with him because he went Tiamat. Most of them rush like Cape or something.
Hmm.
Um, I think Yomu's is like still like pretty safe though because it's always gonna be useful versus the squishy champs on the team. Okay, so you're looking bot lane for a roam here. I would actually do a boots instead of one of the long swords.
Okay.
Because you're so fast with serrated dirk and boots. It's basically like tier 2 boots of speed when you're out of combat. So he's looking for an ult here. It's completely fine. Looks like they're getting out of range though. So you should start heading back up. Yep. Okay. Okay. Just walking up towards top here. Not really diveable. It's possible, but it's pretty scary. Safer play is to just go top here. Yeah. Oh, ooh, I don't know about ulting for this. Are you all any? Ooh, okay. Interesting. He's gonna eat you. Oh, yeah, you should win this for sure. Okay. So let's play this fight out. So how I like to do, I'll watch the fight in like in like normal speed, and then I'll play back like in half speed for like everything. That's how I prefer to do these. Okay, so you initiate with ult. Okay. So ult comes out. Okay. So okay. Same thing as before. You don't want to walk like. There's no really point walk away. You can at the initial point it's fine to like juke back and forth. Like that's fine. to try to dodge the Q. But once the Q's on you, it's in. Like there's no leaving the fight unless he wants to leave.
Okay.
So I would just walk towards him because you're pretty aware you're stronger at this point. At least you should be.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get stunned here.
I was hoping to juke into the turret, but I got stunned. Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. Okay, so at this point, the fight is just full commit. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing I talked about with like the E. If he has flash here, he just flashes away, and you can't use him anymore because you used E. You know. The thing is like he is living off of the shield. Like basically all of it is the shield. Once he pops it here, like he'll eat you, and boom. Okay. So as soon as the shield here is dead, like he's 1Q away. So like all you need to do is not die to him before the shield runs out, that 4-second period, and you're gonna kill him basically. So there's no point in eating here because like it's better to just walk a pace because he's used everything. You know, he's eaten you, he's Q'd you, he's got nothing left. You know, it's better to just run a pace of him here and just toss the Q as soon as that shield pops and he's dead. Because like in this case, if he wants to flash here, I guess it's down. Like he's gone, 100% gone. You can't chase him without your flash. So yeah, kill him though. So now you get this lane pushed. Use your corrupting potion stack. You already have one going. You should use the last one though, because you're 100% going back after this. Okay. 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 Yeah. You use it as you back. Okay. Lane's push to turret. Okay. So, without your ultimate, you can still roam. You just can't go bottom unless you. Well, you can go bottom, but you're gonna lose a lot of tower HP. In this case, yeah, just walk towards mid here. Okay, he's dead. Okay, so a good habit to get into is Pantheon. You're kind of doing it here. Is when you back, you almost never want to path towards your lane unless like your lane is already like coming in. You need to get there immediately. It's really nice. It's a really nice habit as Pantheon because you have such high base move speed. You want to path towards a different lane, usually mid lane unless you have ultimate up. You just want to path towards mid lane or bot lane, like bot lane only if you have ultimate up. And then like if they get ganked, like you don't necessarily need to look for a gank, but like you'll be in the area if they get ganked, and you're so fast, like even if nothing happens, like last time, you just walk back to top lane, you don't really miss anything because you're so fast. Especially once you have serrated Dirk and boots. So like that's a really good habit. Like if they gank like 10 seconds later or like 5 seconds later, you'd be here for the counter gank without even using ultimate, and you wouldn't lose anything anyway. You can do this on other top laners too, but it's just like it's not as effective due to Pantheon has a targeted stun as a basic ability, so you don't even have to commit ultimate, and 2, he's fast as fuck. His base movement speed is insane. So like you don't
it would
lose
actually apply to
anything.
Warwick then. Because my
Yeah,
W
it could.
will help me get to lane really fast.
Yeah, it definitely could. There's quite a few top laners who can do this. Like it's a really good habit to get into if you don't need to walk straight to lane.
Okay.
Just looking for like a counter gank, because like it's such a small commitment, but like if it happens, like had you like counter ganked here, like you could have gotten the double kill and turned into turret. If they went like 5 seconds later, you made it for the counter gank. Like just like a simple like thing, just like walking down and just like being ready in like defending your mid laner or your bot lane for like 5 to 10 seconds. If it like actually turns a gank, then like that's like huge because you can almost always get a turret off of it. Okay, so your flash is coming up. Okay, I'm assuming you're trying to flash on a Zed. Okay. Okay. Good poke. Okay. So he's getting collapsed on. He just killed himself. Okay. So this is a recurring. When's your ultimate up? Is your ultimate? Okay, your ultimate's up. Okay, so this is a little more acceptable now, but I'll go over it after. Let's watch this fight first. Sandra's coming in from this side. Okay. It's fine. Okay. So you're probably gonna have to hold back to top here. Okay, so this is a recurring thing I've seen already. I don't know if it's because you're not comfortable on Pantheon yet, or Maybe this is just because you're not used to seeing like an enemy invade so hard. But you seem really indecisive when you're going to stuff or like not going to stuff. It seems like you just go if your team pings you to, which isn't always good. That's not a good habit to be into. You want to
Okay.
learn to assess the situation yourself because you're still down CS after solo killing this guy twice because of having to like move early game when there's no point, you know?
Okay.
In situations like this, I don't know if you do it just because like peer pressure or like you are unsure, but like in a situation like this dude's about to find himself into, this dude is 100% like okay, he's not 100% dead, but whether he lives or not is not dependent on whatever you're going to do. Okay, so like moving over here it's not gonna do anything. Like if you're moving over here with the intent of saving him, you're wasting your time. If you're moving over here with the intent of trying to catch like them like over like going too hard or something, then yeah, that's a bit more acceptable. But like that really wasn't the case early on when you were leaving lane at like level 3 to like catch the new and stuff. You were leaving because you wanted to try to like help like your jungler. Like when in reality, you're not gonna make it to impact anything like
Okay.
at that point. Like you need to just learn to identify like when like you being there will actually like matter. And in like cases like this, you're not gonna save him. If you're going over to try to save him, you're wasting your time. Like it's fine if you're like I said, if you're trying to clean up kills, like Lissandra's coming in from a decent angle this time, so you do clean up Zed. But like one of the worst things you can do is throw your lane trying to help something you can't help. And
Yeah.
even sometimes when you can help, it's not necessarily worth it if you're giving up like pressure in your lane and you are like the sole like driving force in carrying the game right now.
Mhm.
You and Oriana are the only people on this team who are like worth helping like at all at this point. Because like this dude is gonna be irrelevant for the next 20 minutes. He's way too behind to do anything. This
Mhm.
dude is also likely going to be irrelevant outside of a CC for the next like 20 minutes because he's just too behind as well. He's fucking so behind. Like at this point, in your mind, you should be I am priority number one. You know, me getting gold, whether that's from going to kill people or catching waves under my turret or solo killing my lane, is priority number one. And priority number two in your head is this dude, because this dude is still like helpable at this point. You know, he's keeping up in CS. He hasn't died yet, and so in your mind, that should be how you're thinking. You're like, if you're gonna make a play, you should actively be looking to help yourself first, so you can get gold and carry the game, or this dude. These dudes are pretty irrelevant. You know, even if you if you get him like a kill, like he's still so behind. This guy doesn't even have a fucking item yet. He has a bot, but still, like he's not even close to jungle item at this point. Like there's like don't sacrifice like your shit to go help him. Like unless it's gonna benefit you too. Like you end up getting nothing out of this because you don't even get the assist on the Sandra kill here, and you've just wasted like so much time. Like you're gonna lose a shit ton of your lane pressure here. So the collapse works, but like you don't even need to be here for it. You know, like they kill them. Like you don't even get an assist for that. Your Q doesn't even register, and you just lost so much time because you're letting yourself get pulled by your laners or your jungler who just like aren't even really worth helping at this point because you're more important than them. Okay. So if you lose a shit ton of HP on your turret here because this guy's got TML, he pushes fast. Shouldn't lose turret here. You might have to ultimate. Yeah, it's definitely worth ulting to save first turret here. Ooh, I don't agree with holding onto it here. Oh god. Yeah, like you're probably going to kill him, but it's really not worth losing first turret for. Oh god, jeez. Okay, so can you? Why did you not ult there? Do you know what you were thinking at that point? Like,
I don't remember. I think it might be because I thought I would make it in time.
okay,
That might have been it.
okay,
Because with level 1 ult, I found that it doesn't actually save that much time if I'm like walking back, just because of the cast time. So I think maybe I might have misjudged how long it would take.
okay. Well, the big thing about the ultimate is that it'll clear all the minions. So
Okay.
like
Yeah.
if you jump here, you clear all the minions, and then like there's no way he kills you without minions. Like
Right.
you'll 100. You should have got the trade 100% anyway. This guy is just like so weak, it's insane. But
Mm.
um, like there's a higher chance you save the turret because once people see the ultimate, they tend to back off. Two, you'll clear all the minions, so he won't do any damage to the turret anymore. And worst scenario, if neither of those happen, then you still guaranteed a kill on him. And the thing is, like losing first turret is like pretty like catastrophically bad. Like especially like if you had like at all a chance to like not lose it. Like that's 650 gold he just got. Like he's ahead of you now. You have 3 kills on him, and he's ahead of you now by like over a full kill worth of gold just off of that. When you go gank other lanes, your goal should be to get like first turret off of the kills you get. So like your ultimate is always worth using to save a first turret or get a first turret if you have the chance to. Like there's no reason to hold on to it here. But yeah, I can see why you thought it wouldn't matter. But yeah, it's usually not even worth taking the risk because it's so bad. Like if it happens. Okay, so not too much to say about like the fight itself. You like full committed because you thought it was free, and I agree. It probably should have been free. This guy is just so weak. Okay, so you got 488 golds. You don't have enough for Youmu's yet. I'd probably just buy a health crystal here because you should go cleaver second in this game. 700 gold is not a big investment for Youmu's. You'll probably have it next back anyway. So I would just buy either health crystal or control ward here with your extra money. There's no point sitting on it here. Ooh, and you do sit on it, so yeah. Like
Okay, so I should just straight up be buying control wards left and right.
yeah, you should.
Okay.
I'm of the opinion.
Yeah, that's definitely a weakness that I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that even if you have one out, you should always have one in your inventory. Other people would disagree with me on that, but at the very least, you should have one out whenever, always. Okay, so you're running back to lane here. I don't necessarily agree. There's no real point running back here. The wave is pushing, you know, like he's already killed your turret. So you look for ult here.
This one's really good.
Okay, works out pretty well. You're a little later than you should have been. Oh god.
Yeah, and then I get fucked.
Okay, yeah. She had like kind of a slow reaction to the TP. But yeah, that's just kind of like a mechanical error. You're a little, actually, let me see the ultimate range. It doesn't let me see ultimate range, actually, huh? Let me see. No, it doesn't. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's max range because it's only level 1.
Okay, so when like I said, like small mistake here. You would have been a little closer. Maybe you would have gotten like a slightly deeper ultimate.
If I had path toward mid like you were saying, I would have gotten there a lot faster.
So let me see. Okay, so you start channeling now. I would say put the ultimate like right here. Like I'd say like start this circle around like a shadowish and like cover towards this side. Because this guy's coming in from this angle, and you want to force them to the turret. This is their furthest angle, so you want to hug in a way that blocks off their closest angle. Yeah, you want to ultimate in a way that blocks off their closest angle of escape, which is like here. Because obviously they don't want to go to the turret, and they don't want to go here either because it's far, and then that's also running in the bot lane. So yeah, your ultimate's pretty good position though. I just think it'd be a little better, a little further back here.
Okay.
It's still like pretty good though. Yeah, because there's a little further back, you even get the center damage there. But yeah, not too bad. I'm not sure. Wait,
interesting.
That was a little interesting, but yeah.
I was probably really tunneled on
the
fight. I didn't see. Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, that guy's gonna. Oh god, that is a double.
Dead. He's
super dead. Okay. Yeah. You probably would have died there regardless, but yeah, just gotta be a bit more aware in the fight. Jesus, what is this?
I think they win this one.
Oh, what the hell?
Not sure. Actually, no.
Oh,
nope. They don't. Rip.
Okay, so at this point, every lane is losing except for you. So.
And I'm really down in CS too. Like, yeah.
Holy shit, he's dead. I think. Holy shit, this dude's insane.
No, he gets it. He gets
actually lives. Wow.
Yeah.
That guy popped shield too early. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow,
yeah.
That's Jesus. All right. So. You don't have ultimate anymore. Okay, yeah, walking mid here is good because you need to relieve this guy out of his lane. Because he needs to go back. So walking mid here to relieve is fine because it's too late to go top. the wave is gonna rebound to you here.
Mm.
And you can't kill the turret with this wave anyway. Like you're not gonna make it in time to kill a turret for anything. So walk mid here to relieve him because he has to go back. So you're pathing over here already. That's good. They try to dive him. I don't know about going on him because no one else is gonna back you up.
Yeah.
But just clear mid wave here because there's no real reason not to because this is gonna rebound to you anyway real soon.
Okay.
And you don't want to be that far in the lane farming anyway because you don't have a turret anymore. Yeah, like this is just a free mid wave you could have caught. Because you don't really want the farm up here, you know? Like, because if this guy clears mid and he just walks up here and Yunu's like on the blue, you're dead, you know? Like you're straight
Yeah.
up dead because you don't clear waves very fast. It's just safer to let it come out a little further. Especially as Pantheon where like you want to wait until the last like possible time to catch the farm while still catching the farm because you want to be looking for ganks at all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So also it was just a free wave to get to help catch you back up. So recalling here. Okay, yeah, I was about to say it's no point recalling here. Oh, okay. Here he comes. Evelyn is decently close. Ooh, didn't sidestep it properly. Fighting the minions here. I would just juke around the minions. There's no real getting away from him. Unless he's really... Oh, God. Okay. Jeez, this guy's a monster. Okay. Works out here. Little scary, but worked out. Let me play this. Oh, fuck, wrong key. Okay. Let's watch this real quick. I think mechanically most of this is fine. Yeah, I don't know why you channeled recall here, but
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just one of those recalls, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should push one more wave, and then get fucked.
that's a really good key from him. Okay, so once you realize Evelyn's coming, I don't know if you realized he was coming or not.
I did, which is why I kite down toward river.
Okay,
but-
you should just wait and be. You should just like juke
in
me
the
too.
creep wave?
Yeah, just wait in the creep wave.
Okay.
Because he's gonna get to you like no matter what. Like, there's no way you're
Yeah.
getting away from him.
That was a sidestep.
Yeah, just like put damage on him and wait in the creep wave. Because like, oh, and also you jump like as you waste your stun as he eats you.
That
Yeah.
okay.
Just like once he's gonna eat you, just like try not to
Just
waste anything
save
on
everything.
any champion really. Yeah, because
Okay.
like his eat will like buff like it will stop any buffered ability you have right there. So don't even risk wasting it, especially in that case where like even if you don't get off like in that case like even if you don't get off stun right there, you're not gonna die, you know. So just might as well just like save it to kill him like afterwards. Okay, so you can't really... Actually, I would go for the turret here, because they're all showing. And you have ultimate to get out if they start walking up the river.
Okay.
I would just kill the turret here. There's no... Like, everyone's accounted for. Dead, 3, 1, you know? So it's just... You can just go get it. And your team... Great. Your team should be defending, even though you aren't there. They aren't in this case, but they should be.
I think I just do a fail ult here.
This ultimate is... it's not the worst ult in the world. You needed to save turret. The rest of your team was like jacking off for some reason. It's not the worst ult in the world. Like, yeah, it's a fine ult. Yeah.
Oh.
Because you needed to defend. You know, like no one was moving to defend, and you were gonna give up tier 2 for free. So it's not that big a deal to ult there.
Oh, I fucked this one up. Yeah, I could have gotten him if I stunned, but I got greedy.
I'm not even sure you were in range. It's not that big a deal.
Well,
Okay.
because my Q and my W range are the same. It's just if you Q and then animation cancel with your
okay.
W, but I got greedy. Yeah, it's like half a second.
Okay. So recalling here to go up top. Make sure you keep popping your corrupting stacks as you recall. It doesn't cancel your recall.
Okay.
You just heal faster too. It's a small thing. Okay. So
Do you know if standing on the borders of the base heals faster if you have corrupting going? It's probably half a second, but
I don't think so.
because I know that your charges don't restack unless you're in the, like
Yeah.
inside the base, but I don't know if it heals faster because you still heal outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Yeah. This was a slow
really
reaction
bad.
for me, but it ends up working out if I remember correctly.
I think he goes early anyway, but
Yeah, it works out. I remember now.
yes, he went early though. Regardless, like
Yeah, I
That was
was
really bad of
focused on just the wave.
I mean that's fine. That's fine. Like the wave is important. He just went. He went a little early. Like you, obviously you reacted a bit slow too, but like he also went pretty early. Oh god. Okay, so there's no reason for you to start the golems there while you still have minions. You should get this wave first and then go get the golems because the golems will still be there. The wave
Okay.
won't be. It's like it's funny because whenever like I coach mainly jungle and I'll always say like always go fucking get the wave first because you can get the camps afterwards. You know
Yeah.
that wave is precious. You know you don't get to farm minions normally. You gotta go get that when you can. Same fucking thing here, but you're a laner. Okay, so doing another wave here. Okay, so you're really this is like the second time or maybe even the third time. If you need to get another wave, like just go get the wave immediately. Stop like starting the channel or recall or backing up and then realizing, oh yeah, I kind of want this wave too, and then going over. Like it's a waste of time, you know. Like if you
Yeah.
need the wave, like as soon as you finish the last wave and you're like, oh, I need extra XX gold for an item, or like, you know, I think I want to do the next wave and pressure turret or whatever. Like when you're killing the wave, like
Yeah.
you shouldn't need to think about like killing the wave, like
Right.
mechanically, like you're good enough
Yeah.
mechanically, you don't need to think about it. What you should be thinking of is you should be looking at the map saying like what's my next play, and like you should be looking at your gold breakpoint and like if I'm gonna recall and I want to get an item, like do I need this next wave or not, like and
Okay.
just be on it
Yeah.
immediately. Stop wasting your time.
I think in this case it's because
You
I saw
want
Nunu mid, which is why I turned to do another wave. But
okay. Well, Tom
yes.
Kench is dead, so like you're pretty safe in this case. Alright, so you also yeah, it also gets you cleaver, so that's maybe also part of the reason. So yeah, now you're at your 2 item spike. This is about like the strongest point in you for the game. You're gonna fall off like
Right after this.
yeah right after this really. So you guys aren't in the worst spot yet. So what you should be doing is you want to try to make a play bottom or ideally bottom. Mid is okay too, but you want to get turrets right now. Like you want to try to make a play bottom so you can get the turret, or if there's no play, then just try to break top turret by killing Kench or just pulling him away and then going over. Basically, your goal right now, no matter how, is to be trying to get a turret. Okay.
And I think at this point, Kench is too strong for me to solo unless I like kite him properly. I can't just face smash him.
I think with Ignite you're fine. You have 2 level lead and you have Cleaver done now.
Or maybe I'm just scared because he like that
yeah.
one time he killed me. Yeah.
Okay, so going mid here. I would actually hover closer to bottom because they're pressuring the turret, so it's more likely that people are gonna come over to bottom.
Okay.
But they get the turret anyway because their team is really slow to react. But it's nice to hover your laners when they're hitting turrets. Okay, this guy's legit retarded. What is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Okay, yeah, same problem here.
But we got
Channeling
fucked.
your E, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I think I get out of this. Yeah, I get out.
Okay. Yeah, it actually saves you here because it stops you from committing further. But had he not been there, like had his teammates not been there, and you channeled E the way you did there, like he would have just walked out, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, try to stop getting in the habit of that. In that case, like that actually would have saved you because they're all there.
Yeah.
But generally not a good
Well,
thing.
yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't even think about it. Like, I always use E because, it's like the Pantheon combo.
Yeah.
QW,
I
E
understand.
while they're stunned, and then Q to finish them off. But yeah, I just will stop using E then.
Okay, so you should work on your 2-2 boots. Either in between your 2 item spike or right after your 2 item spike here.
Okay.
Probably, actually, in this game, it's really hard to say. I'd probably say Tabi, it's primarily physical. Tom Kench does a decent amount of magic, so does Nunu, but primarily physical here. Tabi's probably the best buy here. Not really like a definitive best buy in this case. Like
Would Mercs save me in this game against an Ashe and the Tom Kench stuns maybe, or?
Tom Kench's stun doesn't get mitigated by tenacity. Okay,
Oh,
the stun does. The eat doesn't though.
yeah, I'm talking about the stun. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also the slows, it might help. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Not really.
Same with Nunu maybe.
Ooh, okay.
I think this is a good ult.
This is a good ult. Yep. Nice. This is about the best it's gonna get for you in a fight. Yeah. Holy shit. This is like game turning.
You would think.
Stun.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Baron. This should be Baron. Oh god. What is your team doing? Why aren't you Baroning?
So, it's because at this point our Eve was
Oh,
like doing
Team.
her own thing and like not.
Ah, boy.
Yeah.
This
Like
is okay.
she was raging at this point, and like we couldn't do anything, so I figured might as well just push.
Okay.
Like she didn't even like pat down. From this point, our Eve just started auto pushing top, and then we lost.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's watch this fight. So this ultimate plays pretty well. Could be a little further down into the side, but not too bad. Guess you see here, it's fine. Really good Oriole. You should just turn an E
I
here.
turned an E, I think. I
Yeah,
don't remember.
it's a little late.
It's a little
You
slow,
queue
but
until E, but yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. God, dude. Just stop for a second there.
Yeah, I got sped up, so that was lucky.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I think there's actually a combo where you Q auto E in close range. I haven't really seen you do that yet. I think you can I think you can
Q
animation.
auto E? I thought
Yeah,
it was auto QE, but
I think you can do both actually, depending on the
okay. I
situation.
didn't actually know you could animation cancel your Q with an auto. I'll try that out.
I'm pretty sure like you can animation like cancel anything into E,
Okay.
if you do it properly. But yeah, okay. So in a normal game where this guy isn't trolling, just 5 ping like
Yeah, just
spam
spam
ping
ping
the
Baron.
Baron. Yeah,
Okay.
because like the Baron is like this turret is gonna get you like absolutely like nothing. Whereas
Nothing.
like the Baron will like
Yeah.
it's not
We'll take
guaranteed
it
to get you.
anyways with
Yeah,
Baron.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it anyways
Yeah,
with
it's
Baron.
not guaranteed. The Baron isn't guaranteed to give you anything either, but it's way like it gives you way more chance to get stuff than this
Yeah.
turret will. Okay, so you're got a ton of gold on you now. You just got triple. You guys are going to the dragon. This is kind of useless, but whatever. Might as well because they're still. Actually, I don't even do this honestly. They can counter Baron on you really fast.
They do, and then we lose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would just backping the team off this dragon. It's not worth like it's such a use. What the fuck?
Well, and like Shaco is trolling. Yeah,
it's
it's like the like from that point, like Oriana was trash talking, and I was like, I don't know what to do, man.
this is such a useless dragon though. Like you should just like backping your team off this and say like they like
Rotate, like reset and Baron.
yeah just
Okay.
reset to Baron because like the worst like the easiest way to lose a game is honestly like this. Like you win a
Yeah.
fight and then you stay too long and then they do Baron and then it's over like straight up.
Yeah.
Like, this is so easy. This is just such an easy way to lose.
Yeah, and I
Um,
was like, I'm not even ulting that. I can't.
I think
Or I,
okay yeah. I actually think Swiftness aren't bad this game either. It's not that bad of a
oh,
fight.
I chose to go Swift, right? Because of this Tom Kench, Nunu, and
Yeah,
Ashe. I think that's why
It's
I did
actually
that
not.
one.
Yeah, it's not bad at all in this case. It's very rare that it's not bad,
Yeah.
but it's not bad here. Um, yeah, I don't think Mercs are very useful versus that team. You shouldn't be getting arrowed unless it's close range, in which case it doesn't stun you very long anyway. You'll get charmed. That's the big herder here. Like you probably won't get Tom Kent stunned in a fight because it takes forever for him to get the stun onto you. If anything,
Yeah.
he'll eat you. So like really the only thing you'd be like
Okay, so this
usefully
was, I
what
think this
the-
was a mistake right here. I
Yeah.
backed because I wanted my BF,
Oh god.
and then that fucks us over.
Okay. So this is the classic. This is the classic. Thing in solo queue.
I thought I could get back in time with my
It's
ult, but I
it's
was-
the right
yeah.
play, but the right play isn't always the best play in solo queue because, like, this turret is 1000% dead. Okay,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no chance you guys ever save this turret because there's and you can't fight like immediately either
Yeah,
because it's
no,
too low.
Eve is useless,
And
yeah.
this guy's not even he's not even make it to even try to clear the wave.
Yeah.
In no world should you ever take this fight, but it
My team
becomes
does
the
it
wrong
anyways,
play because like in solo queue, like if you're the strong dude on your team and you can impact a fight to potentially win your team the fight, even if you have something to do, like you have to catch this big wave or you have to go buy
Yeah.
an item in this case. It's just safer until they've backed off unless you really need the item to just stay with your team in case they do something like this because it'll
Okay.
happen more often than not. You know, in this case, the BF sword would really help, but like it's basically the trade-off. Like if you get this BF sword, like it'll be nice, but it won't impact that much. You know, if you're getting like GA, you know, maybe it's different. You know,
Yeah.
but in this case, it probably won't impact like too much to matter like that much in a fight. You know, maybe it'll get you like a kill in a fight, but like what will matter is if your team takes a bad fight here and loses it, because that's game over. You know, in this case.
Mhm.
So like the risk reward of like getting the BF sword. You know, on paper like you should always spend the money before you do anything, right? But like
Yeah.
your team takes the fight and you're not there. regardless, you probably lose this fight anyway. But like, it's just like the concept of like, be careful when you make the decisions, because like decisions like that, because like you always have to take into account like your team making the
The
wrong
team.
play.
Yeah.
You can mitigate it a lot more if you're like if you spam ping like I am buying like BF sword, like you ping like PF sword ready to purchase or whatever, or you ping just back ping like 20 times. That's on you for not. I don't know if you pinged like BF sword. Obviously, I can't see team pings. I don't know if you ping like you were gonna buy it like 50 times. But I do see that you didn't back ping like 50 times.
Right, I
Like
didn't back ping, right.
so yeah, like I said, like it's the wrong play, like they made, but like that's gonna happen in solo queue and you have to play around it.
Yep. And
And
events. Yeah.
uh
And then
yeah,
from here it's over.
yeah,
I don't think there's really any point.
we can just watch the team fight.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm assuming there's at least like one more team fight because the game's like 28 minutes, right? So this is another 5 minutes of something going on. What are you building here? Dustblade? Or GA?
I think it's GA.
Okay, I think
But I had that longsword from before.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So at this point, I was self corrupting for control word slots.
Okay.
Have you bought a single one this game? I don't think you
No,
have.
I'm telling you, I don't buy control words like ever.
Yeah, you gotta fix that habit.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. You're working towards GA. Okay.
Me and Sam do the exact same shit.
Okay.
Never buy control words.
Do another wave here, and then go get the golems if you want them. Any other wave is dangerous. Okay, fine. Indecisive again. Don't need to beat a dead horse, so okay.
So that I backed because like they were fucking pushing bot, and I thought.
Yeah. You should have backed anyway, because that wave is too sketch to get. It's too far up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, backing there was fine. You should have backed immediately. You're like indecisive. Oh god.
Yeah, that was I thought they were diving in, and that was wrong, and then I stunned the wrong person there instead of Nunu, and it just if you like watch that, I'm fucking try to stun Zed, I think.
Nothing will. There's no way to win this fight anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not really a big a deal.
And then look, Eve auto pushes top when she could have we would have won that actually. So
yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, we would have won. No, not even like we straight up would have won. Look at Ori and look at Zed. If Eve was there, they were all dead.
Having seen this guy play, I don't know. Like there's a very possible chance he just runs in there and dies instantly.
Okay,
honestly.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But like, yeah, there's definitely a great chance you could have won the fight. Yeah.
It's fucking like over because
he's trolling. Interesting.
Yeah, but like so.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, I was wondering, because she was being really toxic from the beginning. I just wonder if, like, I did what you told me, maybe I would have been more fed and she wouldn't have trolled. I don't know.
There's no point in concerning yourself with those what ifs.
Yeah, it was super tilting.
There's way too many variables. Like, when you start trying to think about the psychology of people, like, there's no point. There's no point even wasting your energy. Like, some people are just trolls. This happens.
And then she gets soloed by like a Rakan, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't even matter. Okay.
Yeah, and then the game's over at this point. Yeah.
Let's just see the last fight. I'm assuming there's one more fight.
Yeah.
But
we have no Nexus turrets. 2 units down. It was a sad day.
Yeah. Okay, so you have your GA now at least.
Doesn't fucking help.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy's here.
Yeah.
It's probably too little too late at this point. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to kite back. It's just.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh yeah, I'm just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, okay. So, okay. Let me pull up the next game here.
Okay, let me go get some paper towels.
Okay.
Okay, that's fast. I'm back.
Okay. I'm just loading up the next game. Okay. So the big takeaways from that game, a few mechanical errors, but nothing too terribly bad. It's mainly just Your early lane control was not good.
Hmm.
You'd seem like you weren't sure of what you wanted to do in lane.
Yeah.
You were occasionally harassing, but like you were also just
Hmm.
like pushing sometimes. You gotta just all into one decision, you know, otherwise it's
Okay.
not gonna work, especially versus like a
Okay.
tank. And you're indecisive. I don't know if that's just because like you're not used to playing Pantheon yet or whatever. It may very well maybe, but
Hmm.
you're very indecisive whether you stay for another wave or you do like golems or the wave. You're very indecisive about like going to help your team or not helping your team. You're going very indecisive about like a lot of like just like a lot of your pathing. I want to say most of it is just because I'm champion of familiarity, but like it's better
Yeah.
to just like no hesitate make a decision that's bad than
Hmm.
like waste 10 seconds going in between and then like maybe make the right decision in the end because like
Okay.
you'll like especially if like your team is making the decision for you, like you
Hmm.
need to learn to assess the situation yourself, and the best way to learn it is just by like going to it, and if it's the wrong decision then you don't make it again in the future, you know.
Hmm.
Like being indecisive is just very bad, like for learning and like also for like trying to win the game. Okay, okay, so the Warwick. Oh, I'm not screen share. What am I doing? 1 second. There you go. Okay.
All right. Cool.
So Warwick versus Master Yi Top. Interesting. Can't say I've ever seen this matchup before, so I can't really speak on the minutia of the matchup. I don't think I've ever seen this. So let's see here. So you have winning early jungle matchup. Is that okay? That's okay. They just swapped. Wait, is that
Yeah, I don't know what that bot lane is, but
Jesus Christ? Not a single normal bot line in these
yeah,
games.
no, this is what I'm saying. Like,
It's very
I mean,
interesting.
I know that I can be better, but it's like I feel like at least 80% of my games are just like this in D5. I've never had this happen before, but
Very
it's like
interesting.
fucking retarded. Whatever.
Okay. So
But
let's
like just from their comp, we should have won this like game,
um
I think. And we do well in the beginning.
if Zach gets going, it's pretty fucked. The champion is really strong right now. You don't have a great answer to him
Mm.
because it's really hard for Caitlyn to get away from Zach. But we will see. All right, so yeah, winning early jungle matchup. Mid lane's pretty close. They just wave clear a bunch. I have no idea how that bot lane matchup goes. I'm assuming they win it. Okay, so bot side start. After start for him. Same thing. You don't want to be under the turret. You want to go like getting a ward on Rafters and seeing whether he starts it or not is pretty important.
Okay.
Because Rafters is a really good start for a lot of
Start for
junglers
Zach.
now. Yeah, not just
Okay.
Zach, but a lot of junglers can do it now.
Okay. Any AoE junglers or just
Even some non AOE depends how good of a pull you get from mid lane. Anyone
okay.
can do it if you get a good pull from mid lane, but it's easier if you have AOE. Okay.
So again, I should be playing to the bush.
Yeah. Like look
Okay.
at all this minion aggro you just took for no reason, you know.
Yeah. It's a little more forgiving on Warwick, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not a good habit to get into. Okay. Ooh, that seems really annoying.
so a lot of times I take
Jeez.
bad
Yeah.
trades, but like I'm Warwick, so
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
it ends up not mattering. But yeah.
interesting. Okay. I think like when you're early trading, like you said earlier, hug to the bush more. But I think also like instead of just queuing, I think you should be trying to auto queue whenever possible. Also really
Okay.
helps with fervor stacks. Because if you auto queue, you'll probably eat the same amount of minion damage before you get in the bush than just queuing. Like you'll probably be like out of the bush for the same amount of time. So like
I
it's
think
just
I outplay him really hard here.
okay.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah, I do.
Okay. Interesting. Does he? Oh, he doesn't see Lee Sin. He just chooses to all in you.
Yeah,
Um,
because he has Ignite, so he's trying to go
yeah.
for the level 2.
No, he doesn't have Ignite.
Oh, does he not? Oh,
Nah.
maybe not. I don't remember.
Okay.
Or is
So
they just trying to kill me?
yeah, mechanically the play's fine. Just pop your pot once you're missing more than like the HP of the pot. Like almost always. Like I understand. Okay, maybe not almost always as Warwick, but if you're missing like 300 here. Like pop the pot. Like there's no reason to
Okay.
hold on to it here. Like maybe if you're missing only like 150, 200 and you're Warwick, like it's a bit more acceptable because you can heal with Q. But in general, if you're missing like 150, 200 on top of it, just pop the pot. Like it's way better to like save yourself with the pot than
Okay.
like like you might waste the pot, you know, a little bit. You know, maybe if you like end up killing him or like you get a gank and you end up not having needed the pot, but like it's 50 gold and like if you die for greeding to not use it, that's so bad. Like
Okay.
so
So like my logic behind popping pots is I try to get to half health first, just because of my passive. Um, and I didn't expect him to try to dive me here, and that worked out well. But usually, if I'm CSing under turret, would it not be? I mean, unless there's a lot of dive pressure, like, isn't it better to pop my pot after my passive stops working, which is when I'm under 50% health?
depends on the dive pressure. I
Okay.
don't think you can gauge that there's no dive pressure in this scenario. Well, okay,
Okay.
maybe because Lee Sin's here, but like if you're against like a range champion, like a
Hmm.
cannon or something, you have to pop that
Always.
immediately,
Yeah.
no matter what. You can't do it for your passive. I think maybe in this case where like your laner is coming to gank already. Well, even then, honestly, like, because if you get
I
in a
should just pop
2v2
it.
here, if you get in a 2v2 here, you're gonna want as much HP as possible, right? You know, and it's very
Yeah.
possible you get in a 2v2. You know, a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
junglers will come up this early, so in this case I would still pop it. Like, there's very few cases where like you wouldn't pop it, because like
Okay.
you have to know, one, you're not getting dove, two, you're not gonna fight the 2v2, and three, you're not against the range champion. I think if all those criteria are met, then sure you can try to hold on to the pot, but um unless all those criteria are like met, then like I would just pot. Like there's no real need to risk it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty big outplay. It's very interesting play by him. So make sure whenever stuff happens like that, you ping the flash, so your team knows.
Yeah. I think I did ping it,
Okay.
but we can't tell.
Okay. So since you have TP in this game, you can be a lot more. You can choose to use the wave. You play the wave out. In more ways. Like you don't have to hard push it here. You
Hmm.
also could have just backed immediately after you killed them and then TP back. But regardless, you should know you're gonna TP. What I would have done actually is right after you kill him, like here.
Hmm.
Let me just go back to the kill. So he flashes in, he tries to kill you, kill him. You're gonna catch the minions of the turret here. As soon as you finish this wave, actually not
Back.
even. Like once this cannon dies,
Yeah.
okay, you can hard push these, but as soon as this dies, just go back. Cause
Okay.
what's gonna happen now is your wave is gonna slow push, right?
Right.
Well, it's not even gonna be that slow. It's actually gonna be quite a fast push. If you recall immediately here, and you go
Mm.
TP, you will miss maybe one minion, but you're kind of in this. You waste a little bit of time here before recalling, and you're gonna miss like an extra minion or two because of it, because of how many minions you have pushing. You know
Okay.
he's gonna TP, and you know you have to back your TP back anyway. So just like
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
more decisive with
I
it.
think
Yeah.
I always misplay that. I get first blood a lot because people don't
Yeah.
know the Warwick matchup. But yeah, I think I do that a lot.
Yeah,
So
because like look at all the minions you just missed. Like
yeah.
you could have lessened that to like maybe like one, maybe two. You've missed four. Okay, so good trade here. Not sure what he's doing. All the fervor stacks, nice. Okay. Also TP to the minions instead of the turret, so you miss less.
Okay.
In the case where like you're safe from him, which you were in
Yeah.
this
The
case.
reason I don't like to TP to minions is I've made that mistake where I TP to minions and their
Uh,
junglers right there.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
super.
understand why, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, just when you know you're pretty safe, like as you were in this case, like you saw your
Yeah.
flash and everything, just keep you in the lane. Okay, so good harass here. You need to go drop your ward. Okay, so, oh god, I'll show you exactly when you should have warded. Right here, actually, like
Okay.
right when
Where
that
sh
wave is going,
where
cause
should I
like,
head up? Where should it be? In that
um,
tri bush or
oh, for starters, you should have out of control. You would put the control here, and you would have
put
trinketed
the
here,
trinket there?
trinket
Okay.
there, yeah. Because there's a decent chance he ganks you from either at this point. Because I don't think this is the first time you've gotten vision of him all game.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have really known what path he was. He could have done golems and came here, or maybe he was on like River Scarlet. He comes up. There's no real way for you to have known at this point. So you want to try to cover both if possible. But because you don't have a control, you can't cover both. If you have to pick one, you can just kind of put it here.
Okay.
It's a little late to see him, but you'll probably at least get the chance to flash out of a gank.
Okay.
Because if he walks up this way, this ward will see him right before he gets into the bush if he's hugging the side, and if he comes out of try, it'll see him as well. So if you only have one ward, you can put it there. But if you're sure he's only going to come from one way, then just put it there, obviously. Like either the river or the try, whichever one you're like pretty confident he'll come from. Okay, so yeah. There's no real like you could have gotten the ward out and then still gotten back in time to harass him on most of the wave. Like you are here. Like you still could have warded and came back and still gotten most of this damage off. But now you're pretty unsafe because you don't know where Zach is. Harassing really well here. Wow, that's a lot of healing. Jeez.
Yeah, Mastery's healing is ridiculous. Too.
Okay, I still don't think he can all in you, so should be okay here. Just be careful about taking turret shots like that. Yeah. Okay.
I think I died to Zach. That
Lane,
looks bad.
yeah, this lane is in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, you're warding pretty late too. Okay, so you see him here.
Oh no, I outplay him here. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's got nothing to auto, so you just get out here.
I queued his E. That was good, but
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Now you're in like a kind of iffy spot because the thing is like you don't die to the gank, right? But the thing is like you're too low on mana to really like do much in this lane anymore. You know, you can't kill him from this mana. And while it's not the worst thing in the world to not be able to kill your lane, it's like if you just didn't get ganked, like if you just didn't get ganked, which was very avoidable, like if you just warded earlier, then you still have the mana to keep pressuring him, you know? So and it's obviously always better to have pressure than to not have pressure. Whereas now you're kind of you can't play aggressive anymore. You just don't have the mana pool to sustain it, and you don't have TP to refresh.
I have ring though.
You do have ring, but like you could be like 200,
how much
250 mana. Yeah, that costs you. Yeah. But yeah. Like if you had more mana, you could have been like poking him still like this whole time, and he couldn't even contest you for this right now. So, like you said, you do have ring, so you are getting a lot back, but it's just like you lost like a little pocket of pressure window there. So, okay. Jeez. Oh, he's maxing it. That's why. Oh, interesting.
Maybe it's just because of the Warwick lane. I don't know.
Maybe yeah. I was about to say that's a lot of healing for 1 point in W. I don't think that looks right. Okay. Oh, that looks really funky on the replay. Okay. Worked out.
It should be a kill.
Yeah, really clean gank. Nothing really to say about that. It was really nice. When you see your jungler coming, I don't know if you do this. It's a good habit to get into. If you know he has a ward, just like type like no ward real quick as he comes up. So, he just has like more freedom to like pick the path that he wants. I know I really like it when my laners say like, oh, like it's not warded or like 100% all warded or something like that. You can come river or whatever. You don't even have to say like you come this way. Just say like no river ward or something, and that's usually just enough. Okay, so you get the wave into the turret here. His TP isn't up yet. You should know. Do you like look at like masteries before the game and stuff?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you don't actually really need to. All you need to do is when you hit tab in the I can't show you here because it's scoreboard of whatchamacallit. Actually, oh, I can see it. This guy's flash is his 255 because he has the utility tree. This guy's is 300. The first thing you want to do when you get in, you want to check his TP timer and check if he has the utility tree mastery. Because if he does, then you know, like if you match TPs, his is gonna be lower cooldown than yours if you don't have it. So that's just something important to note when you're like calling, when you're like thinking like, oh, does he have TP or not? Just make sure you know at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely something I don't really track. I mean, I'll ping it, but I don't go like, hey, he used his flash at this time. It's up now. I'm like, oh, it should be up by now.
Something I don't do as much now, but it's a good habit to do. Like when you see him flash, rather than just like ping it, just like type like the exact timer. Because like if he has the thing, it's 4 minutes and 15 seconds. If he doesn't have it, it's just 5 minutes. So you just add 5 minutes from when you think he used it.
Okay.
And then like just type in like 915 like top F or like 915 top, and then like for the TP you type like 915 top TP or 915 TP. Okay. And then you can actually just you can copy paste it just like you type it and then hit Control A and then Control C, and then it'll be copied, and then you can just Control V it every single time. Okay. So like when like you're just like Control V it every like minute or two, and then like your laners will like your junglers and your laners will know like the timer of it, so they can play around it easier. It's like as like at the very, I think it's really easy to just time sums of your like the enemy laner. Like I don't think that's like a big like hard thing to do. Like
Yeah,
and it's also like pretty helpful.
yeah.
Especially if you have a jungler who's like
That
looks at
that'll
chat.
help me against Ignite laners because I always fucking
Oh
forget about Ignite and I'm like, ah, well, I just
yeah.
got fucked again.
Okay. I think you can just kill him here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, you're fighting in the wave. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Okay, that's really not much to say about that either. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing. Do
I think
you?
he was trying to fight in the wave, but I knew that I could
Yeah, no
easily tank
way.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you always do this first, or are you just doing this because you're like snowballing, or what?
Do what? The Sheen?
Yeah, the Sheen Phage.
So if I it just depends on how much gold I have. If I have 1050 when I back, I'm buying Sheen, um, unless it's a losing matchup.
Do you ever
But
do Tiamat first?
no, because I lose because I can't freeze.
Ooh, okay.
And so I mean I know that
I
okay, so basically right now my problem is if I ever go Tiamat first, I always find myself overextended and
okay.
I can't like
I'm just going
yeah,
to. Okay, so let's just put it this way. Okay, in this game. All right. Well, let's watch this first. Oh God.
I'm fine.
Okay,
I think.
that was pretty greedy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh, maybe I'm not fine. Oh, I think I lose this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're out of mana.
Yeah, but he dies because
Yeah. Okay. So in a situation like this, like even before like the last kill you got on him, like the lane is won, right? Like
Yeah.
you've already beaten him in the lane. Um, I think the Sheen's fine because you have a lot of you spam mana spells, so the Sheen is really nice. But I think do you even get Titanic Hydra? You do, right?
Oh, I do. That's my second
Okay.
item. Yeah.
I think like getting Tiamat over Phage when you have control of a lane is really good because um, you get to push the lane whenever you want, and you don't have to waste like half your mana pool to do it, like spamming Q on the wave. So like
Okay.
when you're ahead already, and like you're just naturally when you're ahead, you're gonna push the lane, right? Because he can't step up to pressure you, and the lane is gonna push. Like the thing is, with Tiamat, it'll just push faster. But the thing is, like
Okay.
if you're ahead in solo queue,
I should
you
be
rarely
pushing.
want to freeze because you want to push and go roam. You know?
Okay. All right. So that's just So I guess that's just like a thing
Yeah.
that I caught from because I climbed a lot after watching what's his name Solar Renekton only, and he just freezes all game long.
Yeah, freezing.
But
There's definitely situations for it, but like, it's just not good in most
right.
situations because like you want to break first blood turret like all the time, and whether that's
Okay.
in your lane or the other lane, like Tiamat will help you do that because Tiamat helps
Okay.
you get off roams, helps you push in without wasting mana. You know that's so nice. You know like
Mhm.
you lost like if you still had mana here,
I would have killed
you
him
would
for
have
sure.
killed him.
Yeah.
You know you run out because you had to push it all the way. He just TPs on you. You know
Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest weakness of like Warwick top. Like he's so bad at pushing that
Yeah.
like it's like you have to go back so often that it's hard to maintain lane pressure. But I think with like Tiamat, like it's so much easier because you don't have to expend like any mana to push, and you push like way faster.
So should I still go Tiamat if I'm losing, or is the
It de-
Phage
it
fine?
depends. I feel like even if you're losing, the Tiamat is good because like if he goes and roams on you, you can push the
I have
wave
to
on a
shove it
dime.
out.
Yeah, you can push the
Okay.
wave really fast on a dime and like pressure his turret
Okay.
for him roaming. You know,
So I
like
just need to get better at last hitting under turret then, because I
yeah,
can't fucking do it with Tiamat.
yeah.
So gay.
Like there's very, very, very few situations where I would say freezing is good at the moment. Just like freezing is good from like a winning the game standpoint. From winning your lane standpoint, oh, freezing is great. You know, when you have a lead,
Yeah.
you just destroy him. But
Yeah.
like if you have a lead, you want to be impacting the map rather than just impacting your lane because like
Okay.
the lane
So
is already won. There's no need to like
okay.
exacerbate it. Like cause like especially because most of the time you're gonna be laning against some dude who doesn't really need that much gold to like function. You know, he's probably gonna be a tank or something, and
Yeah.
like you don't want to let him roam. You know, like
Yeah.
you want to make sure like there's no way he can like fuck up the rest of your lanes too. Like
Okay.
yeah, that's just the
Yeah.
thought
I'll try
process
that
behind
next
it.
time then. I'll try the Tiamat rush.
I think Sheen early is
Or
still like not bad.
Sheen
Sheen
slash
like
Tiamat
Sheen
rush.
slash
Right.
Tiamat, yeah, like, just
Depending
depending
on
on
how
the
much gold I
situation.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, situation and how much gold.
I've never bought Tiamat before Triforce, so I'll try that out.
Yeah, because the Sheen is still really nice. You know, like
Yeah.
extra trade damage on Q and all that mana pool. So yeah, that and CDR. So like yeah, Sheen's still nice. Just Tiamat early is also Okay, so he dies there, and you still have your TP. You don't even have to TP here. You can just walk. Okay, you're walking. That's good. I disagree with getting dagger here. I would just get boots instead of one of the daggers. So you can
Okay.
move around faster. Because that actually one extra dagger isn't gonna do much for you. I understand you want to get Trinity as early as possible, but like, and so like I like even one dagger like fine like I'll accept that, but like two is like too much. Like you really want to get boots. Nice.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. But
Yeah.
okay, so. It's good that you path towards mid there, at least, while there's no reason for you to go top. I think you could have stayed a little longer. Maybe ended up counter ganking this. But not the worst thing in the world. So you go back to lane here with your ult. Okay. So wave is coming into you. I would thin it out a little bit here. So if you want to all in him, you can without having to be afraid of the minions.
Okay.
Because like right now, like you have so much lane pressure on him, right? You want to.
Yeah, right now I'm
Yeah.
setting up a freeze, which we just established. I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like in this situation, like you want to do one of two things, right? You want to push and roam, or you
I
want to
just
kill him.
raped him here.
Yeah.
I interrupt his W, I think.
Yeah. So yeah. Thinning out the wave there helps you accomplish both those two things, but like yeah,
Yeah.
if you're freezing, then yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So push here. See, you have to like recall here, right? You can't even like pressure the turret with
Yeah,
like you
that's
solo
something
killed
that
him.
I
Like you
see.
solo killed this guy so many times, but you still can't pressure turret. Like
Okay.
that's such a bad situation to be in. Like this is
So
where like
that's
the
my
team
problem
at.
because I always just shove the wave out and then back because that's
No,
what
no,
solo
no,
rank
no, no,
only
no, no.
does, and that's how I climb.
No, no, no.
But,
This
okay.
is bad. Like you don't have a choice. You can't
I have no
pressure the
mana,
turret
yeah.
because you have no mana, and that's because you don't have TMAT. That's why I'm like saying like look at all this like you can't
I
pressure
could
the
have
turret
chunked
here.
it to like.
You could have chunked
have
it, but
mana, yeah.
like you probably won't kill it. And like if he runs up on you when you're out of mana, you're just dead. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not safe to pressure the turret there, and it's not safe because you had to use all that mana to push. Which is like if you had Tiamat like instead of the phase early, you would have this turret already.
Okay.
And then like well I guess they got first blood turret, but like still like in most games they won't get it like that early,
Yeah.
and you will get it, and that gold will help you snowball way more than any freeze ever will. Okay. So come here to push mid, that's fine. Got your Trinity Force, so you're huge right now. Like you want to
Yeah.
look to make plays any way possible. So it's really good that you go break mid here. What's this guy doing?
I think he's probably raging at his team at that
Setting
point.
up for TP or AFK or okay, I don't know.
He's probably typing to his
Yeah,
team.
probably. Okay,
Yeah.
so go back top here now that you've broken mid turret. So your next goal should be to break this one because this is the last outer. Your team doesn't really need you for dragon, but you do have TP in case you do. Run up to Master Yi here. No real point in killing him. This is a huge wave here. Just go get the wave. Good. Catch all the minions here. Okay. Alright. Please don't tell me you try to freeze this. Okay. It's like
That's not a freeze anyways. That's a slow push.
Yeah, I mean, you can still like slow push it.
That's what I'm saying, but you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, you can't freeze it, but like yeah, pretty slow push. Yeah, it's good that you can identify when that's slow pushing though.
Right. That's how I
Yeah.
started winning games. 'Cause, like that's all solo Renekton only does. All he does is wave management, and that's how he wins games, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. That's good. Like wave management is important. It's just like part of wave management is also knowing like when to not freeze, and when to freeze.
Okay.
But it's good that you can identify that. It's a thing not a lot of people understand properly. Okay, so okay, that guy. Okay, that's fine. I think he popped E a little early there, but ooh,
Oh, I fucked that up. Yeah,
okay.
that's funny.
That's fine.
I get him anyways.
Yeah, you just come and queue him. It's a mechanical error. Yeah, I think the biggest problem there is you popped E a little early. While he was.
No, he ran out. I didn't.
Yeah, it ran out because like
Right.
you didn't wait for his queue. That's what I mean by popping it early.
Okay.
But,
I
yeah.
mean, I popped it so that I don't take turret damage.
Okay, but yeah, like in that case, like if your goal is dragon, you just want to get the fear on him whenever possible. Just guarantee your ult and he's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, I can't actually in this matchup. I mean, you probably haven't thought of it because you don't know this matchup. But in this matchup, if I pop my E early, I actually lose the kill.
Oh, okay.
Because Master Yi's ult is slow,
Oh, oh
and he
yeah, but
just
he
runs
runs out with the
so
fear.
far.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Um,
I'm not sure. Oh, this guy is TP. Oh, he just TP'd up the int
and we
faster, I
get
guess.
this guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Jeez.
oh,
Okay, well,
get the fuck out of here, Zach.
okay, well, there's not much to. You just walk out
Yeah,
here. There's
he just walked
nothing
out.
you can do here. Okay, so
That's a little bit of BM.
what is this guy? There's no way he kills you. What the hell? Wait, why did he
Yeah,
cancel the TP? Alright,
I'm
whatever. I
not
guess
sure.
I guess he doesn't need it, but
Yeah, but I think I kill him anyways. Oh, maybe I
no,
don't. Oh, I ran out of
I don't think
mana.
you kill him. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
It's a
maybe I do. Oh, I do kill him, but
you
I get fucked because he TPs
you
in.
go for
Yeah,
the flash.
this was super greedy on my. This was my bad. Like, we just both die.
Oh god.
But part of the reason we both die is because this Morgana's a little bit retarded with her bind. It's a little unlucky.
You should have just walked out though. Like, there's no
Yeah.
even point in trying to save him. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Partially baited by the echo. I wouldn't even flash with the Zac in that case.
Okay.
Cause okay, so this is a
Yeah, that's just our target lost for free.
So here's how I view flashing for kills, right? If you flash for a kill and you get something off it, 100%
And it's
worth. But the thing is, like, this is very hard to assess in the moment of games. But like, when you're going to flash for a kill, you kind of want to get yourself in the habit of mentally saying, if I flash for this kill and I get this kill, will I get anything off of this kill? And the answer here is
no.
probably no, right?
Yeah, because
And
I
the thing,
chased him so
yeah.
far.
So the thing is, like, your flash can potentially like win you like a team fight later. You know, if you like
Yeah.
flash, you get a good ult off on someone, or you flash, you get a goodie off on like to their team.
Yeah.
Whereas like you flash here for like a kill, you get 300 gold. In the ideal world, you get 300 gold here, and that's it, because you can't push this turret after. You have no mana, you gotta go back, Master Yi's coming. No way you kill
Yeah.
the turret. And all you get is the kill on Zac. And it's not even a guaranteed kill on Zac in this case.
Right.
Like, obviously, this is hindsight speaking, because obviously, like, you died, and you know you died now, so it's hindsight
Yeah.
speaking. But I'm saying, like, even without the hindsight of you dying here, it's a greedy play to flash for a kill that you're not going to get an objective off of. Or you're not
Okay.
going to guarantee get an objective off of. Just because, like, your flash on almost every champion is so valuable that you don't want to just waste it for 300 gold, you know? Like,
Mhm.
would you pay 300 gold to buy a flash item? Of fucking course,
Yeah.
definitely. So, like, don't waste your flash for that, you know? It's different in the early game because you can snowball with it, right? But,
Yeah.
like, at this point in the game, you have 2 outers already. You have almost bottom inner. Like, don't waste your flash for that. You know, early game level 3, like you got like earlier. Like, if you snowball with a kill, hell yeah, do that every time. You know, you snowball your lane. It's gonna end up like the net worth, like investment of your flash there. It's probably gonna be worth it because you have lane control. But like at this point, like where you're not gonna get much off of it, you're already so ahead of the dude that it doesn't really matter. The extra 300 gold isn't gonna accelerate you too much. You already had your Trinity Force, had a lot of gold on you too. It's just not worth it to flash in that case, regardless of getting the kill or not. But yeah, it's something that takes a lot of practice to get used to, because like it's like when you're probably the last thing on your mind when you're going for a kill like that is like, will I need my flash in the next 5 minutes to team fight properly? So yeah, it's a thing a lot of people struggle with. You even see it happen in like pro play, like people will flash for kills that are like pointless, because it's a hard concept to learn, but it's just something to think about. Okay, so shoving the wave here, you TP'd up. I'm actually, I don't think you needed to TP.
I
Honestly,
didn't need
maybe.
to. I think in the moment I was scared Zach and Yi would continue pushing, but
Okay. Yeah, they're too low. So yeah, this is a pretty big waste of TP actually. That's pretty sketch. Because this isn't early game anymore. Like that having that TP up is very important. Because like you're in a position where you want to split push, right? Because you can outpush Master Yi, and he's pretty ass in team fights, and you just want to TP. So if he goes to do something, you can just match. So yeah.
Him being ass in team fights, you will see. Oh man, this game turned
It
so bad.
should be ass in team
Yeah.
fights. I'll quantify with that. So yeah, like you should, like at this point, like you really want to have your TP up in case you need to counter something. Okay. So just shoving in here. It's fine. Are you backing? Okay, I guess you're backing for Tiamat, so that's fine. Okay, so he shows up here looking for him. Good ult. Where's your E here? Oh,
And
he's
then I
gone.
can't get him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
gone.
gone.
Okay. Not the worst thing in the world, because you don't have TP to save your ultimate for anyway, so using it to chunk him out, not the worst thing in the world. I think he's gonna heal a bunch of it here though, right? Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so yeah, you can't really kill him here or pressure the turret safely, so you just go back here. Team's going in. You don't have TP to impact this fight, unfortunately.
If I had TP, we would have won
Yeah,
that fight.
yeah, you would have won this a lot harder. Oh, you don't even win it at all. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not having TP there is pretty bad. Yeah. Okay, so just go back to top lane. So this is partially there's like a also like kind of like a I don't know if butterfly effect is the right word, but like because you don't have this turret yet, because like
I can't leave top.
you can't
Yeah.
leave top. Yeah, you want to go bottom and start putting pressure there immediately, so your team can get like Herald and like Baron when it comes up. But like you're stuck kind of to top lane here, unless you call up your bot lane to come break the turret, which is possible too. But like, um, you're not 100% stuck because like it's like they've already got their turret too. But like just like it's kind of bad to leave top lane
Yeah.
sometimes right now because you don't have the turret yet, and that's a result of you not getting it earlier.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of the time my turrets go down like at 20 minutes because it just goes down to my creeps like that. I keep crashing into the turret, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it's basically a lot of stuff can be avoided if I fucking just take my turret.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get so much more map freedom because like when you have like let's assume your turret is still up. Like if the wave is here instead of here, it takes them so much longer to push it even to your first tier that you get so much more time to roam and make plays and just like impact and make like find their jungler and stuff. But whereas like it's right here, it's very easy for him to just shove it up and take your turret back like really fast.
Okay.
But like when you have this turret, so the wave gets pushed over here, like you have so much more time to do whatever you want. You have so much more freedom. Okay. So you're just dead here because you're a little over pushed. You might trade master you. I don't think you will though.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
That's too much CC.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a result of
no wards, no control ward again.
Yeah, no control ward, but honestly, you're probably dead regardless because Talia's
if I had a
coming
control,
up too.
I'm out for sure because I have ulti.
If this guy doesn't wall you, then yeah. Because he was coming up too. If you get walled there, I think you're dead regardless.
Yeah, maybe.
You need to watch what pressure your team has when you go to split, and your team had like 0 pressure at this point, so you can't be that far up. Like, let's see what your team is doing when you're this far up, okay? So you're right here. So your team needs to be pressuring something. This guy is doing nothing. This guy is doing nothing. There's not much pressure from a solo support in a lane. And this guy is getting pushed in. So literally you have 0 map pressure anywhere, and you're at their turret with 1 ward. Like, you gotta watch what your team's doing more here.
Okay.
And yeah, as soon as he all-ins you, you don't really have a choice. You kind of have to turn. I'm pretty sure you can assume you're getting yanked at this point, but there's nothing you can do at this point. So yeah, it's good that you identify turning. Like it's nice to see. Like you were decisive in knowing like you had to turn. So that at least that's good. But yeah, you shouldn't be there with the amount of pressure your team has. Okay, so let's see how much gold you got. 500. Probably just buy another health crystal here for moving towards Titanic. Okay. Or you bought longsword instead. I think buying the health crystal here is better. Just like 150 health.
I have the damage.
Yeah, 150 health will do you more good than 1080 here. And both of them built towards Titanic, so better just have the health. Okay, so yeah, you're being indecisive a bit in here. You have like a little bit of wave there, but you like half go over, and then you like I guess you realize like there's no point in going over, but like and then you come back over now. Like just make a decision, you know.
Okay.
Okay, so you're coming to the fight here. Finish Talia off with the ultimate. Run towards E. He's gonna get out. Fight continues on this side. 80 carry is still healthy. Bad play from him. Ooh. Q him, good. Just run towards him, stay away from the turret. Good. And you can finish off Thresh.
I don't think I go for Thresh.
You can definitely kill him though. I'm not sure. I know you kill him actually.
I think Lee Sin goes for Thresh and then he just dies.
Yeah, you definitely could have killed him though. There's no way he can kill you. Even with Ignite, there's no way he could have killed you. Yeah, and then you just get boxed. Alright, so let's watch this fight. This is a long-ass fight, jeez. Alright, so, okay, so we've already gone over this. You walk back and forth, you walk back and forth. Just make a decision. Make a decision. Alright. Okay, so now you're committed to going to the fight. Okay. So let's assess this fight. Okay, so Morgana's dead. This guy's off in Mexico. This dude's probably dead. Well, we know he's not gonna die, but he's in a bad spot, and he's ready to turn once you get here. Okay, so immediately you should play this fight a bit more reserved. Okay, no, he went in. Okay, so you should honestly just go help Echo. Because the thing is, Caitlyn should be coming from this side as well. So if you guys are putting pressure here in the front line here, well, like this is a weird ass fight, but like I guess just like you guys would establish the front line here, and he'd come in from the side, and he'd be using your guys' pressure to free hit from this side. So you a little indecisive. You start turning down, but you go there once you see Echo turn, and then he gets a stun here onto Heimer.
Which is why I figured it was free.
Yeah.
So
you have eyes on
Talia.
You have eyes on Talia here. From this juncture, I would say yeah, that's probably the right play. Going for Talia here. It's kind of risky to go for that range of an ult, but you do hit it, so works out. Okay, so I would walk this way around rather than this way, because there's no way if this guy wants to get away from you, he's gonna get away from you, and you can assume like he's gonna go keep fighting, right? Because it's a 1v2 already, and if he's gonna go around this way, you might as well just go around this way and take the shorter path to go help him, because you're not gonna catch him, you know.
Okay.
Like even if he didn't know, I'm not even sure you catch him, honestly.
I mean, I was very close to my fear there.
Yeah. Okay, so Echo's gonna die here because he gets to him. So at this point, you played Appeal for Kate, okay? You played Appeal for Kate at the end of this fight here. You should just getting Master Yi off of her, just by putting damage on him, rather than just like killing Zac there. Because like, if Caitlyn, the thing about Caitlyn being up, like your AD carry being alive at the end of fights, means you can push with it. You know, you want your AD carry alive at the end of fights, just so you can push. And in this game, he's pretty fed too, so keeping him alive is like just a good thing in general. Yeah. So I'm not sure you could have saved him, but just that's something to look out for in fights. So you end up finishing off Master Yi here, and then you just kill Heimerdinger.
Yeah, I don't want to get kited, so I flash on him. But
not the worst decision in the world.
Yeah, I probably should have gone for Thresh a little sooner. I just didn't want to risk it. Yeah,
I think that there's like no way he ever like kills you, even with Ignite, in my opinion. Especially with Lee Sin here too.
Well, yeah, but Lee Sin, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I guess he just wasn't ready for the Ignite.
I didn't think it was worth going for a Thresh because I knew he still had box and stuff. Warwick kite is getting kited.
And the thing is, like, you can't push mid either, so you might as well just go for the kill. You know, you don't really lose anything. In that case, you don't really lose anything because you can't push mid, and the rest of them are dead, so you know no one else will come help him. So might as well just go for it. You know, if he gets away, he gets away. It's not much of a loss for you. So. Okay.
And then I think Ari just walks in.
Okay.
Oh no, Ari, sorry, Morg.
Okay, so you finished Titanic and you're moving. Okay. I don't know about getting another cloth armor. I think the Tavi's fine if you want it for Master Yi auto attacks. But they've got a lot of magic damage. Like these are all magic damage dealers.
Okay.
And this guy is the only physical. I don't think you need another armor item here, even though I know like Frozen Heart's a really good item on Warwick.
I don't go Frozen Heart though. I think I'm going Randuin's.
Randuin's? Okay. Well, just in general, I think you get NMR here. If you're fully gonna commit to splitting versus him, then okay, Randuin's might be acceptable. But like, eventually you're probably gonna have to team fight in some case. And
so I should be building Visage instead.
They've got 4 AP champs. You know, like if they've got like 1 or 2, and like you're gonna build for split, like because you're probably gonna have to split versus him. Like it's a little more acceptable. But they got 4 like AP champions. Like there's almost no chance you're not gonna get hit by any magic damage, and you need at least 1 MR item to try to to team fight effectively right now. Like, cause the thing is, like, especially like they're not gonna have Void like that early. None of these guys are like particularly fed, and most of them are building like trash too. So like
Okay.
having Visage is gonna make you like a god versus like everyone but Master Yi. But if you guys have the tools to just focus down Master Yi, or at least you should.
Right.
So like you don't even need that much armor in this case,
Okay.
in a team fight at least. If you want to split versus him, that's a bit different, but there's no need to split versus him this game. And at this point, just because of how much you trash him in lane, you might still win in the split, depending on how the fight goes. So people kind of just get caught here. It's not really.
I think I fuck up. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
people get caught here, and then you try to salvage it, which is not.
And
good.
then his
Yeah.
passive dicks me. Yep.
Yeah. So like, I don't think I need to explain this to you. Like, as soon as Morg dies, you probably should look for a fight. As soon as Caitlyn dies, you definitely shouldn't look for a fight. Like,
Okay.
there's no like, maybe like once
Maybe
with
if I
the-
landed that.
maybe just without Morg it's possible. Like, there's 3 people dead here. There's absolutely no reason to even try anything because if you die, it's Baron for
Okay.
sure. Even if you don't die, it's possibly Baron, but at least you give yourself the chance to try to stop him. But
Yeah.
here, like it's over. Like this is Baron for sure, 100%. Like. Maybe the game isn't over, but they're gonna get Baron 100%. There's like, unless this guy pulls off like a miracle, but they have so many tools to zone him, like, it's such a low chance. Even if with you there, it's not a great chance, but like, you just like guarantee, like basically you're not gonna get the, like they're gonna get the Baron by you dying here.
Okay.
In a different situation where like maybe they have like one dude who's like super fed and he was taking turret or something and you got the ultimate off on him and you killing him makes it so they can't Baron, maybe that's worth it. But that's not what happened in this case, so
Yeah, they didn't even need Master Yi, so.
yeah. So definitely not worth it to go for that. Why does this guy have death cap? Jesus.
Yeah, that was tilting too, but
Interesting. Okay, so you guys are still up gold despite them getting a Baron.
but now the problem is I
yeah.
can't one Yi anymore.
Yeah, now you guys need to try to stall out the Baron however possible. So yeah, just when they get Baron,
Shove out the wave.
shove out waves as much as possible before they get a chance to use them. If there's a wave with more than 3 melee minions and they get Baron on it, it's lights out. So above all else, you want to make sure you at least clear the melees in waves if possible. A wave like 6 melee minions plus Baron. Goodbye inhibitor, like straight up. Like there's no way you can hold versus that shit. It's so hard. Okay, so you're showing it out here.
I think I go for the turret.
It's
I don't know.
pretty scary because you don't see where anyone is yet. Let me just see your vision. I don't think you actually have any. Yeah, you don't see anyone on the map. You can't go up for this. It's not worth trading yourself for the turret either. Because your best chance to mitigate their Baron damage is by winning a team fight, which is still possible at this point. But if you die, then your team's just going to get sieged on 4v5, and you're going to lose a lot. So you don't see anyone except Thresh here. You can maybe assume they're on Dragon
I
or on the
assume
bot
they were
side.
on drag, yeah.
But it's still a pretty risky assumption to make at this point. Because like the trade-off of you dying here is so bad. Okay, so now you see them, so now you know you're safe. You blue trinketed it, but... Oh, wait, you didn't even blue trinket. At least he killed himself. Okay. But, yeah, now you're safe to get it. But early, like, that was pretty scary early on. Because, like, they don't need their whole team to kill you either. I think 2 people can kill you at this point, so...
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. They don't need their whole team to do Dragon. Okay, so... They're coming back here. They don't really have a minion wave yet.
Oh, and then they just get wiped, don't they?
Ooh.
Yeah, I get hooked and then I'm fucked.
Yeah, you step up a bit too far here. Okay, so...
So right there, what I was trying to do is fear Master Yi.
Yeah,
all the way in,
I'm
but
aware. Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're going for, but like...
I guess I overstepped a little.
Yeah, you need to just step here instead of
Okay.
here, so you can't get hooked. Because like look how far you come. Like you're
Yeah.
too far, you know.
That was way too far.
And then that gets you hit by everything. Once you get Zaki, you're dead to the hook anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just a little bit too far there. If you're back up there, you get the fear on him and you don't get hit by anything, and maybe you can win a fight here. That's just a mechanical error. Oh,
And then this Caitlyn gets hit by every Zaki. That was sad too.
yeah, he gets hit mid net, and this is probably
It's
game.
GG. It's
Honestly,
game.
yeah. We'll just see last team fight. Let's see. So Oh god, your respawn time was so long because you're such a high level.
Yep.
God.
It's the problem with being fed.
And you're gonna go off in this fight, but oh,
I died to the turret. Yeah,
that's
I was like so
brutal.
sad.
You play that pretty well. There's not much else to say about that. Just didn't kill people. Obviously, you could have pathed away from the turret faster, but it's a very simple mistake. And it looks like there's one more fight, so let's see it. Like I just put like you not having MR makes it so hard for you to fight. Like
Okay.
if
Yeah,
you,
that
if
was probably my biggest mistake. I went that
yeah, going
what's it
for
called?
randoms
Wardens
here.
instead
Yeah.
of
I understand you wanted to build for the split, right? Because you want to be, he's probably going to split, you want to be able to match him. But
yeah.
once they get the Baron, especially, like, like, you won't be able to split versus him anyway, regardless of what you build. So you need to just
Okay.
build for the team fight at that point.
Okay.
Okay. So you got 1200 gold here. Oh, you're still building randoms at this point. And so you don't have enough to combine it yet. Okay. So that's why you're holding on your gold. Probably one more team fight coming.
So in these cases, if I already made the mistake of buying a Wardens, should I just like double back and at least go for the
Yeah, don't sell it, but
Spectre's
like,
Cowl?
yeah, don't sell it unless you need the slot, but like, still, just go for the
Yeah, because I
Spectres.
know that like technically you should be building full items before components, but
Yeah, but like in this case, like,
okay, I should have done this.
you need to just 180 and go for MR in this
Okay.
scenario. Because like, you have to fight at this, there's no
Yeah.
way you're ever going to get a split versus him. You need to fight, and you need to build to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
Heimer's like full Magi stacks and
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 AP champion. Like, I think where you get hooked there and you eat there, if you have MR, you don't even die. You get a chance to like ult out.
okay.
But you don't have the MR to survive, and you get hit by one thing versus this team, you're probably getting hit by everything. So
Right.
having the MR to survive is really important. Because it's very possible, especially without merch treads, that you get CC chained to the point where you don't even get E off, and you just get bursted. And it's not like Visage is like a bad item either. So
This is a great item on Warwick, yeah.
jeez.
This item, I mean, this game, maybe I could have won if I went Abyssal and Visage instead of the Randuins.
The biggest problem with this game is you guys giving up the Baron.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst thing you can do in solo queue, and it happens in both these games we've gone over. You guys just give up a Baron for like absolutely no reason at all. Like the
Okay.
first game was you guys literally overstay for a Cloud Dragon and they just Baron on you. And this game, you guys, I don't even know what fucking like Zach walks into Morgana at Raptors, dies. Echo dies somewhere too, and then Caitlyn dies in return, and then you die trying to ult someone.
Save it, yeah.
And then you guys just get the absolute worst thing you can do in solo queue is give up Baron. Like, it's way preferable to give up inhibitor than give up Baron in solo queue, because like the Baron, like, people are really bad at sieging in League of Legends, and especially in lower elo, because it's like it's not an easy thing to do properly without coordination. But once you have Baron, like, you can literally just beat your head into the turret, and you'll probably kill it, just because it's really hard to defend against it. Like, the worst thing you can do is give up Baron, and especially as like a top laner who has like pressure in the split, it's even worse to give up, because then you can't even split anymore, and you have to come team fight. Like, giving up the Baron just cucks everyone, and like also when you try to team fight them, they have like the bonus stats too, so it makes it even harder to team fight too. Like, Baron is like the absolute worst thing you can give up. Like, as soon as like people are dying past 20 minutes, you want to like in your mind, like, this is really important. Like, if like I do X and X, like, can they still Baron? Or if I die here, can they Baron? Or if like we do this like and lose, like, can they Baron? Like, once like one guy dies or one guy's in trouble, and like you think you might lose a Baron off it, you need to back ping the fuck out of people. So like people who are like important, like, or who can help you stop Baron, make sure they don't die after like one guy's already gone or one guy's probably dead, because like if you lose the Baron, like you guys were ahead gold before and after the Baron, but it doesn't matter because the Baron is just too strong. Like, you don't have a way to deal with it. Like, giving up a Baron, especially for free like that, is just so bad. You know, at the very least, if you trade a bunch of kills for it, then like, oh god, if you trade a bunch of kills for it, then like maybe like if you just get like you can clean out like the rest of their barons, or like maybe they'll be like scared to like siege with it because you just like won a team fight or something. But like in this case, you guys literally trade it for nothing, and then the game just ends. Kind of like
Hmm.
you don't have any tools to deal with it. You don't have any true damage to clear like baron minions. You don't have good like stall on the wave clear. Nothing. You just kind of
Get
roll
siege done
over.
and
Yeah, you
lose.
just
Yeah.
roll over.
So here I'm like spamming back things because trying to fight.
Yeah,
But
there's
yeah,
nothing you can do. Like you just don't have the MR to fight.
I even ult Yi and
Yeah,
then it doesn't matter. Yeah,
yeah,
it's over.
yeah. Okay. So your Warwick is you seem to play a lot more confidently in lane, which would make sense because you have way more Warwick games than Pantheon games. A lot of your decisions in lane were a lot more like it seemed like you had a better grasp of what you were doing, so that's good. Um, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Like obviously the build things we talked about already. Um, your roaming, it wasn't great. Like I don't think you got a single like TP off this game.
Hmm.
Part of that is because of the nature of how Russian Trinity Force will play. You just have to go back a lot, and as a result, you'll probably need to TP the lane a lot more often. So I can't really speak too much about your TP usage and your roams.
Okay.
Your roams on Pantheon were they're solid. You know, like you
Yeah.
actively look for them, so that's good. So it seems like you have the mindset for it. But just as Warwick, it's like you don't really have you didn't give yourself the tools to roam except for that one TP that you wasted top. That was like the biggest mistake you made as far as like
Okay.
going for roams. Like that was a completely unnecessary TP, and you should have understood it as well. You know, there's no way they were gonna
Yeah.
push from the HP they were at. I'll even just show it to you one more time, just to make sure. Let's see where it is. It's right after they break your top turret, I'm pretty sure. So, like, they're about to kill like Lee Sin, and then they're the wave they have to finish pushing. Like, you even see them. They're not gonna push. You know, there's no way they're gonna push for this, right? You're up now. There's no need to
Okay.
TP. You know, like I'll give you all the vision. Those guys aren't gonna take this turret. You know, you're already
Mhm.
out. You know, there's no need to TP, and you know that too. Like I'm sure you realize it as well. It was kind of just like a panic TP, and then like the thing is um, like you said, like after when this fight came, oh my replay just froze. But like when
Yeah,
that
the
fight
bot fight
happened, yeah,
after when
yeah, having
Yi
TP for
dies.
that
Yeah.
was that you could have like maybe just like turned the game there and just like ended it before like Baron was even like an option for them to try to win the game off of, you know?
Okay.
Because like you're look at how much you guys are up right now.
Yeah, we're up a
And then
lot.
like if you win that fight like 4-1 or like 4-0, like and you get this turret too, you're gonna be up close to 10k. Like and you're gonna get dragon. Like that should be game ending right there, you know?
Okay.
Obviously like nothing's ever guaranteed in Diamond 5, but
Yeah.
like the best you can do is give yourself the best chance to not put yourself in a situation like the one where you guys lost Baron.
Okay.
And like obviously like every kill you get, every TP play you make, that will help you for that, you know?
Yeah.
So like I said, I can't say too much about the TPs because you didn't give yourself the tools to really go roam. The laning looked fine. Mechanically, you seem pretty comfortable on Warwick. There's some flubs here and there, but that's to be expected. You know, League of Legends is a hard game. No need to talk about item build. We talked about that already. And what else is there to talk about? Your team fighting. There's only one real team fight this game. The rest of them were kind of just there weren't real team fights, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, just we still have some time. Let me open up another game real quick.
Okay.
Do you have? Can you open up your OPGG real quick and just
Yeah.
like
Let me just look.
find a
See.
game for me where there's like a lot of team fights? We can just like look over the team fights
Uh,
as Warwick,
see
preferably.
if there's anything with a team fight. Um. No. I actually think the next loss might have. Oh no, it's only a 20-minute game. I don't know. I don't really have very good games. It's like that's what I mean by like I'm having trouble in Diamond 5. It's we don't have like team fights and like the game is not a thing. It's like people give up after like 5 minutes and just call for FF15.
Let's see.
Yeah, like if you
Um,
look at my history, it's just a bunch of loss streaks and a bunch of win streaks because it's just like if I get lucky and my team doesn't give up, then I win. If they do, then I lose, kind of thing.
hmm, let me see. Let's find a. Let's see. How long is this game?
Um, There's one where I fucked up really early in the beginning, but it's a victory. If you want to look at that
I mean,
one.
that's fine. Like, victories are fine too.
Okay, it's the 8-6-15 one.
Okay.
Where like I'm playing from behind the entire game because I did a retarded flash level 1 into their turret.
Okay.
Yeah. It's against Darius.
More than anything, I just want to look at the team fights because I didn't really get to look at your team fighting because it's literally only one team fight, and it wasn't like a standard team fight as well. It was
Yeah,
like,
it's hard to find ones with team fights.
Yeah.
It's just
this one should have at least a few, so hopefully.
yeah, I can't really remember because they were a while ago, but yeah.
Let me start the screen share. Okay, see everything?
Yep.
Okay. Let me pull up the scoreboard. Okay. So let's just skip to team fighting. This looks like a team fight. So 2-2-4. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like a team fight's coming. Or not.
I think we just give it up because
Okay.
it's, yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. Is this a team
Let's
fight?
try that. That might be
Yeah.
one.
Let's see. You have. Oh, you don't have TP, so you probably won't be in this one regardless. Let's just
Okay.
see. You guys just gank them. Get turret. Oh yeah, you're not present this one. Okay, so that's just fine.
I think we go like another turret.
Oh, it looks like there's a fight here.
Yeah. Because we lose a lot, so we go for another turret.
Oh boy, 5-man Rift Herald team fight. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Holy moly, this is a mess. This is a mess. Holy moly, this is a mess.
I do really well here. I bait him so hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we just win.
Okay, let's watch this. Like a real team fight. Okay. Alright, so I don't know why you guys are fucking 5v5ing for the Rift.
They were
Herald.
like pinging
This is insane. Holy
Yeah.
moly. I've never seen Jesus. I've never seen a 5v5 for Herald. God damn. Not like this. Not where like everyone is there at the start. Holy god.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have flash here. Okay. I don't think it's the worst play in the world to just flash and get the triple fear here so your team can
Okay.
run up and engage. This guy already ulted? What the hell? What did he ult? Yeah, like, I think if you... Oh, God, I hit the wrong key. Oh, I'll just search you again. I want to see what this guy ult. Wait, oh, he doesn't have ult. Oh, okay. He just doesn't have ult. Wait. Oh, he uses it picking off Elise. Okay, that makes more sense. Because Elise is dead. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so Evelyn doesn't have ult to engage, so you and Thresh are going to be the primary engage for this fight.
Yep.
Because he can't go in without his ultimate. Okay, so Darius flashes in. And okay, so Thresh was box here. So this is why I think
If I have flash.
if you have flash here, you just get this. Like everyone gets hit by the box, and your whole team just runs in because it's a 4v5 because Elise is dead.
Okay.
So like you can just decisively, if you make a decisive play here and just get everyone CC, you'll just wipe them. You know, Yi's gonna run through everyone. They're slowed from the box; they can't get away from him. And Lucian is just gonna run through everyone as well. You know, like there's no way in hell that if you two are up in the front here CCing and Evelyn runs in too, that they can get away from that, and you're just gonna run through them. You're just gonna front to back, just run through them.
Okay.
But this fight, once your E is down and his box is like consumed here, you guys don't really have like a good re-engage, and you're kind of just waiting. You guys are kind of just hoping they mess up. Yeah, you know, and you never want to. You don't really want to put yourself in that scenario. You know, you want to because if you have a decisive chance to just wipe in the team fight and get a good engage, you just go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's a 4v5 like this, you know. Like if you get like any halfway decent engage, you're gonna win the fight. So you flash in now, and like it's a lot sketchier of a flash because your team isn't close enough to follow up anymore. You know.
Okay.
Like if you get like, let's say you get like knock up, like blitz ult ignited, you're just like instantly dead here. You know, you just die for free. This is a really like sketchy play. It ends up working out well because you know your limits pretty well. You get a good ult on the Jinx, and he's the only real guy who can kill you here because this guy doesn't even have level. This guy doesn't even have ultimate, and this guy is a support. So like you get a lot of healing off here on the Jinx, but it's like there's so many things that could have gone wrong with like this play as opposed to the last one, right? Because like
Right. Yeah.
the team is just not close enough to follow up when you go in initially here. So you eat all this and you live for a long time because you get a really good fear, you get a really good ultimate off, you get a Q off, but like, and you win the fight anyway. But it's like the fight could have been a lot cleaner had you just like played closer to your team there. Yeah, and like CC them when your team was like in a direct position to follow up. But it's good that you at least make like decisive plays. It shows that you're confident like in your champion. So that's good. Okay, so this guy
I don't know about this one.
this one's
Yeah.
should go okay, but
Right. Okay.
wow. Eight deaths for the Rift Herald.
No Herald.
8 deaths for the Rift Herald. Ooh. Whew.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
games.
no one's even gonna get it because it's about to despawn. That's
Yep.
that's definitely interesting. Okay, this looks like a team fight. This looks like Master Yi just killed everyone. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So you're on the side, split from your team here. Your team's running down Darius. That guy's super dead. Run through here. Get away from the shark.
They ran back in too early.
Okay. So just peel for Lucian here. Hit front line, front to back. Just turn. There's no need to chase Fizz here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll play the fight out first. Okay, so he just cleans up everyone. Jesus.
And then I just kill him. Yeah.
Okay.
He can't run from me.
You have E here. I guess you're waiting.
He's waiting for Q, and he's done.
Yeah. Okay. So, so team fighting, it's so hard to say like definitive right or wrongs in a lot of them. But
Yeah.
So a good way if you're not 100% sure about what your job is to do in a team fight, is you just play with the people who are strong on your team, and you play in a way to try to keep them alive. In this case, it can really be anyone on your team because everyone's pretty fed, including yourself. And no one on their team is particularly fed. You know, this guy's kind of strong, this guy's kind of strong, but no one's like super particularly fed, like on your team. Where this guy is like insanely strong. This guy is not a bunch of kills or like not the greatest score, but like they've got like a lot of gold at least. You know, they have the items to kill people.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to play like with them. You know, and you start out the fight playing with Lucian here. And like,
but I can't save him.
Yeah, that's good. This is what you should be doing. Like, you should try to keep him alive because he's the most important guy on your team right now in a team fight, right? Because he's got the bulk of your gold, 1,500 more than the rest of you, and he's level up on the Jinx here. He's just really strong. So initially, your goal is to try to keep him alive because there's no in this game. There's no like, I need to dive this guy or we lose a team fight kind of thing, you know? Because like everyone on your team is so strong that you can just front to back, you know? They're not tanky against you guys. You can just run through their team. You know, run through the front line, go straight to the back. There's no way this guy is fed enough to kill all of you in the time it takes you to kill the front line. So you can just front to back and play with the people who are strong on your team. So he dies. So your focus should shift to playing with the next guy on your team who's alive in this scenario, which is Yi, right? Because he's dead. Thresh is a support. So you want to play with Yi in this case, right? So they can't blow up all of you. Like, they can't kill both of you at the same time. It works out here because he's strong enough to just solo them by himself. But if you're there with him, like, it's way more guaranteed that this fight will succeed, right? If he dies to the Jinx, right, and you're not there, you're chasing Fizz, Thresh is gonna die too because Jinx is gonna get the passive reset, and then you might not even get to chase this kill off because they might just run you down afterwards too. You know, maybe even if you do get Fizz, like it's still a lost team fight. You know, because like your team died over here, so it's just safer to play like with your team. Yeah, that's about it for this fight. Like it turns out well. You know, you get the ace, but like the safer play is to just play with Yi there. Because there's no way, like, you lose that fight at all if you play with him, right? Like, he gets them by himself. Imagine if you were there with him, too, right? Probably could get this turret, too. Maybe Fizz gets out, but, like, for, like, the turret and, like, the guaranteed safety of winning the fight, you know, that's way more worth it. What is this guy doing?
I think I don't know. I think he dies.
I'm so confused by what this guy's doing. Why would he TP and then I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dead. He's dead.
This is really
Yeah, that was interesting.
okay.
I
Right.
think he was pretty tilted.
Yeah, he seems pretty tilted. Right.
Because if you look at the first blood, I gave him everything he needed to carry the game, and then he just lost lane anyways somehow.
So another team right here.
Yeah.
So okay, so Eve's dead. This is probably gonna go poorly. Um
Oh yeah, I get fucked.
okay. So this team fight is a lot more simple. Alright. Um How does Eve die? Let's see. Let's see if they actually use anything on Eve first. Where is holy shit, he died so long ago. Or he just gets fizzed, I guess. Okay, so you trade
So
fizz.
it's 4v4.
Oh, okay, so it's 44, okay. So, who starts this dragon? You guys still have your jungler, because that's Eve mid, Jesus. Haven't seen that in years. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so they get the inside track on you because you guys give it to them. I'm not sure why. Like, you should have pinged your team to just go down straight this way. I'm not sure why you guys went around, because I still think you're stronger. Like,
Okay.
because, like, if you look at their team, it's like, this guy's probably their strongest or second strongest, and this is the other one, right? And this is
Yeah.
probably your third strongest on this team. Maybe even fourth, you know? If he's,
Mhm.
like, if you would consider yourself stronger than him, which I wouldn't say is, like, a stretch to say. So, like, they're missing someone who's way more important than who you're missing, right? So you
Yeah.
don't need you can take the inside track and just start the dragon and turn on them, right? But instead you guys have to go around, and now you're scrambling, right? Because you're on a timer now because they're hitting the dragon. You have
Yeah.
to like force and engage to get them off the dragon. Whereas like if you were just starting it, you could peel off at your leisure, right? But now you guys are pressured to start a fight so they don't get the dragon, and you're missing your primary engage. I would call him your. You guys don't really have primary engage, but if you're gonna quantify someone as primary engaged on this team, I guess it would be him. So you guys are missing your primary engage, and you gotta try to start a fight. You do have flash here, so same thing as before. I would say just go for the fear here, because
Okay.
going for the fear here, it just enables your team to like go in. You know, like. You're not the primary damage dealer on this team, not by a long shot, you know? You might be like the fourth source of damage on this team. Maybe third in this fight, because this guy's obviously dead. But, like, you can argue even if this guy is here, you're still like the fourth, like line of damage, you know? Like, your damage isn't as important as your initiate is in this fight,
Okay.
yeah. Like, your frontline presence is way more important, because these guys do plenty of damage to them without you inputting damage, right? As long as you put up good frontline with your CC and stuff, you've done your job for the fight, right? Because like these guys should out damage these guys in a fight if your damage is like pretty low in the fight. Like they should still win a fight. So
Okay.
like you need to put yourself more out there and just like you had an opportunity for a 4-man fear. I don't think you're in the AoE anymore, but like when you see those opportunities, just go for it. You know, if you're the front line on your team and you need to engage, just go for it. You know.
Okay.
So this fight goes poorly now because Master Yi, like you use your fear on one person, and like once your fear is out, if this guy isn't like this guy doesn't crowd control like nearly as long as your fear, right? He's got a flay, which is like a 0.5-second interrupt, and he hooks one guy. You can fear 4 people, and that gives Master Yi time to just put out damage with Lucian. But as soon as you use your fear and it only hits Blitzcrank, like I'll show you exactly your fear if you didn't see it. Like watch how many you hit instead of the 4 that you could have hit like right here. That's all you hit, right? That's all you hit. Box is used. He can't get in there to play because he doesn't have flash. And what crowd control do you guys have left? Absolutely nothing. So who's gonna stop Jinx from just one-shotting Yi and you? Nothing. So that's what happens. You just get one shot. Straight up. He just kites you out. So now Lucian can't stick around to hit anymore because the front line's dead, and this fight is over. You know, on paper, like let's look at the gold. This guy's got 10k to this, up 800. What's this? Thresh versus Blitzcrank, up 1500 here. 96 to 95, that's even, and this you're up 700. So you're up like 3k-ish gold in this fight, and you guys lose it decisively. Like that should never happen. Never ever happen. and this guy just gets run down. So like, yeah, you gotta be. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there. You know, you gotta put the KDA on the line and just get in there and tank for your team, because like that's what's gonna win you the fight sometimes. You know, it's different if you're like if this dude's like 0-10, this guy's 0-10, this guy's 0-10, you gotta play more greedy. You gotta play for yourself because you're the only one who can carry the fight. But that's not the case in this game. So you gotta put yourself more out there to try to get a good engage so your team can do damage. You gotta enable them. Sometimes you gotta enable yourself, but in this case, you gotta enable them. Wow, this guy's insane. Jesus. That was really dumb. Alright, so let's look for the next fight. Is this a fight? This looks kind of just like a pick-off. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a catch. Okay. Let me just ult him, and you just clean up both of them. Okay, so yeah. You could probably turn this into Baron. Evelyn is like, okay. Thought it was AFK. You can probably turn this into Baron. He has GA, you can tank it. You don't have that much armor yet, but you do have all your healing, so you should probably be able to tank it pretty well.
I think we tried for Baron, but then get zoned off. I don't remember what exactly happened.
Okay, so you guys pick up Blitzcrank here. Uh-oh. Oh my god, his GA gets saved by queuing the rocket. Holy shit. Okay. So you guys could definitely go for it here.
Yeah, so I'm like asking for it.
Yeah.
Except I think we just get scared off because of Fizz. Yep. I don't know. Like everyone just leaves. I'm like, okay, well.
You can still do it. Now you can't engage anymore without Shark. This is, I guess they're spawned.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That was solid, yeah.
That was a good...
And then this Eve is so great. Like, she keeps doing this shit.
Yeah, this guy is...
In the entire game, yeah.
This guy's insane. Okay, well,
yeah.
Does he die? Oh, he doesn't... Oh, he gets...
Look, he's still waiting for that Jinx right now. Look at that.
Yeah, he gets Jinx eventually here, but let's just look for a fight. Let's see. This looks like a fight. Okay. Let me just get the whole fight here. So what's going on here? You guys are pressuring Baron without a control ward. You guys are retards. You guys start Baron without a control ward. You guys are mega retards. Holy shit. Okay, so he's in a good spot for a flank. This guy is inting. Holy moly, this guy's inting. Burn the front line, good. Oh god, you got bursted. You don't have MR here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another game where I'm not sure why you're building so much armor, because they've got 2 magic damage threats that you need to respect. I'm not sure why you're going into cloth here. Like, you gotta get MR.
Okay.
In games like this. Like, even with 1 AP damage threat, like, you probably need MR. Against 2, you definitely need MR. Maybe not first, but definitely at least second item. Like, or like, okay, second, like, after, like, Tabi. Like, Tabi's plenty of armor with, like, base armor. Because, like, by the time you get these 2 items, you're probably, like, level 13, 14 usually. Plus Tabi, that puts you over 100 armor. So that's a pretty good amount already.
So finish the Visage before...
So I would generally go Visage, and then unless like they're like all AD, or like they only have 1 AP threat and he's not like actually like a threat because he's like behind or something, then maybe you can get away with another armor item. But like you get bursted, like I'll show you, like you die basically to like Elise because you don't have MR. You just get like exploded. Because this fight should have been like so good. Cause like this guy legit is like inting. Like I'm not. This guy legit like is like he is in the worst possible spot. His team isn't even close to him, and he's literally hooked like in the middle of everyone. And this guy is about to get. This guy shouldn't have come out. If he had waited in here, he would have gotten a side flank on their backline when they pummeled in. This guy's not even here. This guy's in Mexico. Like this fight should have been so free into Baron, cause you just blow him up like. He gets a huge Q, but it shouldn't matter. And then you go in here. Okay, you lost a lot of HP to Baron, actually, but still, like, you get hit by at least W, and then he just Qs you, and you're dead.
I mean, I guess it was a little... that ult barely missed.
Let me just watch your HP, though. Like, let's see how much you actually lose to everything in this fight. So, alright. First off, you're a little slow peeling off the Baron, because your team's already clearly pulled off. So you're at 1500 here, okay? You're at 1500, you get hit by Darius Q, 1 more hit from Baron, you're at 1200. You go in, you get like hooked, or that's not you.
No, I'm
hooked.
ulting,
Okay.
I'm ulting.
Oh, you're ulting.
Like, look, I'm on top of Elise and I miss her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you getting ticked by Leandries? It looks like there's a... I can't even tell. It's Leandries on him, right? I can't even tell. These indicators suck. Jesus, these indicators are terrible. Alright, well...
Yeah, but my ult doesn't land, and then I just die.
Yeah, you get popped pretty fast. Maybe even there, MR wouldn't have saved you, just because you take so long to get off the Baron and it's shredded your resists. But The point still stands. Like having MR is really helpful for not getting blown up. Because a lot of these fights, like because you go double damage items first, which I think most people do that on Warwick. So it's like you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, it's like
you
after
gotta
that fight, you see my buy. It's like, ah, well, need MR.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta recognize it. Like you should try to recognize it before like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
die to it. Yeah. Okay. So looks like a fight is about to start. Looks like a pretty large scale fight. Alright, this is the dumbest way for a fight to start. Jeez. Alright, so he's down QSS.
I kill her here. Yeah.
Alright.
That was a good pick. But then I
Okay.
die. Yeah.
Do you really? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
just
get
straight up die.
cocooned. Yeah, you get cocooned. Okay.
But then, I mean, our team
Yeah,
wins
it's a cleanup.
because they spent a lot on me.
Yeah, that pick is a little greedy. Let me look at your vision. Because the only reason I say it's a little greedy, because I don't know how much people you actually see during this. Okay. See one person right now is he's about to blow up Jinx. Wait for the fish. Okay, this is actually pretty safe. The only person you don't see is Blitzcrank, who's probably coming right here right now, but you'll kill him fast enough that he probably won't be able to CC you off. Okay, so that's fine. That's actually pretty calculated. I would go downwards here, away from the cocoon. That's the only gripe I have here. Because, like, this guy can't kill you, right? He already used fish. There's no way he can kill you unless this guy puts in damage on you, so you just want to path away from him downwards.
So it's not worth fearing they lose. That's what I tried for. I think I actually do fear her.
But yeah, like just path downwards, because you like even if you fear him, he's probably gonna just jump on you with spider. Yeah. Anyway, like, you just want to get away from him in general. So this fight goes well anyway, because you've killed their 2 priority targets already. But yeah, small minute errors you could fix there. This guy is inting again. Jesus. And this is
And the game's over here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he rage quit.
Jeez. Alright, let's just watch. Looks like there's one more team fight. Probably gonna be a slaughter, but at least let's see.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, let me turn on vision. Oh, he's actually AFK. Okay. I guess he didn't come back.
Yeah, he just rage quit. He's like, yeah, fuck this shit.
I guess we'll watch it anyway. Let's see. What happens here? Yep. What are you guys? No, you guys are pussies. Just pick a lane, man. God damn it. You stop Baron. Pick a fucking lane.
Right. I don't have Baron.
This guy, you only need one. Alright, this is a pick. This should be a pick. Get away from the ult, and then assault someone. Oh god, you guys play this terribly.
I mean, I ulted Jinx.
Thank god it's a 4v5. You guys played this like trash. Holy.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, Master Yi like kind of just hits. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this. You get your ult on a priority target. There's not much to say from your perspective. Like, you get your ult off on a primary target, and that's all you really need to win a fight at this point, and you guys are set. Okay. So your team fighting leaves some stuff to be desired. That's to be expected. Team fighting is probably the hardest thing to learn in League of Legends. So there's 2 things I like to tell people, because like obviously I can't watch all of your games and I can't tell you how to team fight every single situation. So there's 2 ways you should team fight. One, someone on the enemy team is super obscenely fed. Okay, well, there's 3 ways. One is the simplest one. Everyone on your team is inting, and you're the only chance to win a team fight. So you play for yourself, and you play to keep yourself alive however possible, and put out as much damage as you can while not dying. That's the easiest one. That's only applicable when the rest of your team is useless as fuck, and you're the only chance to win a team fight. So you just play for yourself. That's the simplest one to understand, because you just play for yourself. 2, there's multiple people on your team, or there's 1 or multiple people on your team who can help you deal damage, and you play to keep them alive. Because they will win you the fight as long as they live. So you play to peel for them, whether it's killing them with peel or CCing them for peel, or just making sure like they don't die whatever way, like taking skill shots for them or whatever. You just make sure they live, and you hit whatever they're hitting. You make sure they don't die, and you just win fights that way. And number 3 is someone on their team is obscenely fed, but he's the only threat. So every single fight, you just commit yourself to either dying or trying to kill him. So he doesn't kill the rest of your team, so the rest of your team wins the fight for your sacrifice. There's the 3 ways to fight. Just make sure once the team fight stage is beginning, identify in your head beforehand which type of fight you should be looking for. So like when the fight actually starts, you've already like decided in your mind like what you're looking out for in a fight, right? So if you beforehand in your mind, if you're like Lucian's fed, I gotta make sure Lucian stays alive. It's so much easier like in your mind to just process like as soon as the fight starts. Oh, this guy's diving on Lucian. I gotta go help him right now, like immediately. It's kind of like the kind of like reaction tests for people, like how they'll like those studies they have where like reaction time for humans, it's like the like peak kind of is like this, but like if someone's like reacting to like something they've been trained to like react to, like a tennis player, like that's like they react faster than like a normal person will, like to like that
Yeah.
to those cues. That's kind of what you want to like ingrain in your head. You want to ingrain those cues in your head beforehand, because like team fighting is hard, man. It's the fucking hardest thing in League of Legends. Like there's so many variables involved, and in solo queue you want to try to not team fight if possible, but like obviously that it's hard for that to like happen, you know.
Never happened. Yeah.
Because you have to like snowball so hard to a point where like you don't even make it to team fights, which is hard. Like the reality of it is you're probably gonna have to learn a team fight, and it's hard. So the best way you can do it is you know beforehand exactly what you want to do. So like when the team fight starts, you have faster reactions than everyone else, and usually that will be pretty important in turning a team fight. You know, if you're the first dude to react to peel for Lucian before like the rest of their team like sees one of their teammates on Lucian to like dive on him with him, and you're there instantly peeling already, that might be enough. Because like if you're like, let's say Darius dives Lucian in this game, right, and you immediately peel off Darius, and Fizz isn't immediately ready to go in with Darius. Once Darius is dead, like he can't go in anymore, right? And the fight's over already, just from that, you know, just that one little thing. And like the same thing, like if like it was kind of flipped and Jinx was like the only guy, like let's say Jinx had all of like Fizz's kills, right? 15 kills, and every single fight, you know immediately what you're looking out for is this guy steps up one step too far, I'm ulting him immediately, and I'm trying to kill him every fight, you know? And if like that fast reaction, like that might be the difference in like your team being able to like clean up their front line fast enough for you to like live, or at least for your sacrifice to be worth it, so that Jinx can't carry a fight, you know? It's all about just identifying like what your job should be in the fight before the fight even starts, and then just immediately reacting to it once the fight breaks out. Because a lot of people don't do that, you know? Most people in League of Legends are terrible at team fighting. If I went through this VOD and I just like counted the mistakes for everyone would be double-digit mistakes in like just these like 2-3 fights that we looked over. Just because team fighting is fucking hard, man. Like there's so many things you have to take into account. But like, just like the simplest way to approach it is just like one of those three things. Like almost every single team fight can be classified, like the way you play is in one of those three styles, you know? Either you play for yourself, you play for your teammates, or you play to make sure one guy can't carry, you know? Almost every fight will work that way. So just knowing that will help you team fight a lot. Item builds, yeah, we've gone over it. Like you're a bit, like I don't know why you just hate magic resist. I guess I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
Okay.
But
It's because like if you play it right, you don't need magic resist. It's just I never play it perfectly right, because if you time your, because most mages are bursty, meaning if I time my E, then I don't even need MR. But yeah.
Well, I think it's like you don't want to put yourself under that pressure. You know, there's no need to if you don't have to. And also like sometimes like in this game, like you can't use your E for that. You gotta use your E to like engage to like CC. So like like your E is so like it's got so many multiple uses, but like I don't think you'll always be able to use it like for everything in the same fight. It should be used
more for CC probably.
Yeah, probably as well. Yeah. So item builds, like we talked about it, like laning, like we got a little bit of time. I'll just check out what happened in this lane real quick.
Yeah, you want to start from level 1 so you get like very early, so you have like exactly what happened and why I'm so fucking behind. Because like we go for an invade.
Oh wait, you're dead. Oh, I didn't even realize you had a dead.
Yeah. Like start from the very beginning. I fuck up. Yeah, it's my bad.
What the hell?
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Where are you? Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
Yes, you go like a little bit before.
What the hell?
Like I get baited. Like so, I just want to finish red, right? And then so I just want to finish red, and then he goes. So I'm like, oh fuck it. So I try to like.
No. Oh no.
And then fucking feed my ass off. Yeah, but
all right, there's like this lane's over. Like this lane's just over.
Yeah, the lane's over, right?
Holy shit!
But I managed to not feed my ass off because of Darius.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! See, I don't even want to watch this lane anymore. Why did
Yeah, it's fine. You can. I mean, I end up winning the lane.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wow, he
mean,
went.
it should be over. He has double Dorans, and I
Yeah.
should be fucked. It's Darius.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm just like, I can't do anything here.
Yeah.
Go for CS, sort of.
Oh boy. You went
Yeah.
shield just because
I always go shield against Darius. You can't go
okay.
anything else. There's no way.
Okay.
You just lose.
I actually think cloth is probably better than shield in this lane. But
Really, I usually go shield against like at least the current Doran's shield just against any losing matchup. Renekton, Darius, Pantheon, like doesn't fucking matter.
do you ever do like Sunfire Cape on top lane or anything or no?
I've never done it on Warwick. I used to do it on like Poppy, but
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like in lane bullies where like you need
I've literally never even seen Sunfire
Sunfire.
Cape build. Like pro
Interesting.
builds, cream, but like nobody ever builds it. So
Interesting.
I don't know.
I feel like it wouldn't be too bad in a lane like this where like you need the armor immediately and like I don't know. I feel like if you go like Trinity Force in this lane, you just get the dumpster.
No, you actually beat Darius at
Really?
6.
Okay.
With a Triforce Spike, you actually beat him. So the way I normally play the Darius matchup is Dorn's
Interesting.
Shield, Dorn's Ring, farm till Sheen, and at that point you can trade with him because
Okay.
if you fear him away and like you instantly start walking away, he can't pull you back in unless he flashes or something. He can't pull you. Um,
Okay.
and then you just keep trading with him until he's like 50%, and then if you one combo him, like he can't fight you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, all I'll really say about this lane, because this lane should be over.
Yeah.
When you get put in a situation like this, whether it's because you misplayed or whatever, and you let yourself get pushed in like this, just make sure you're talking to your jungler. Because like Warwick is like super easy to set
Oh,
ganks up
I
for.
muted him. So,
Oh god. Okay.
because
But like
he was
yeah.
yeah, he was raging at me, so I was like, fuck that, I'm muting you.
In general, yeah, that's fine. But just in general, when like you get like you have to let yourself get pushed in like this, you don't really have a choice, you know. Just make sure you're talking to your jungler like, yo, it's free, it's free. Like communicate when the guy goes to ward and stuff, because like it's so easy to set up ganks for Warwick. Like it's legit,
Yeah.
like super free. So like, make sure you're talking to like if you know you're gonna get pushed in, just let him know. Like, yo, I'm gonna get pushed in, or like, and like let him know when he wards. If he ever flashes to fight you in lane, let him know everything. Just like it's so easy to get ganks off with Warwick, and you snowball like really hard, even off just like one kill.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're like talking.
Okay.
Especially like as a top laner is not as important as like maybe some other roles to communicate, but it's still like talking is a really good like communicating important information is really helpful for winning in League. If you're really trying hard to win every single game, like it's a big deal.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just skim through here. Doesn't seem like much is gonna happen here. You just have to farm. You gotta waste TP at level 1, 2. Kind of just stick around in lane at low HP. Don't really
I
have
mean,
the
he
mana.
has like really low mana at this point.
Yeah,
So
you
I
also-
feel like
yeah.
pretty comfortable just staying for the wave.
Yeah, there's no real kill pressure on either side
Yeah.
anymore. Okay, well now he's 6.
Yeah, and at that point I'm just like, oh, fuck that shit.
Yeah, time to
Time to bounce. But he has no
Yeah,
mana.
he has no
so
mana
I'm just
anymore.
like, yeah.
make sure you ward behind so you don't get dove in cases like
Okay.
this. Like when you start like it's fine to stay low under turret if you know he can't kill you by himself, but just like make sure if like there's a decent chance most of the time if they're staying with no mana and like if he killed this wave and he kept walking towards you, like
Yeah,
you're probably
I
just
could've
getting
gotten
dove.
dove,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're probably getting dove.
Like,
Like
in this case I saw Eve,
yeah.
so
a way you can look at it though, if you don't have a ward, is that like if he cleared this wave and he kept walking with no mana, he's probably like someone's probably diving you.
okay.
But if he backed off, which is like just like recall, which is like the normal play, then like obviously you're not getting dove. So
okay.
like if you like see just like obviously like Eve's coming to kill him in this case, but like
Yeah.
if there was like no Eve and like he was walking towards you, like get ready to get dove, like straight up.
Yeah.
Because like there's no reason for him to stay at that mana. He can't kill you.
Yeah.
So yeah, just something to look out for if you don't have an extra ward to put down for the flank, and yeah, that should turn the lane pretty heavily.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Then you go right and build lane. We talked about that already.
Yeah, so I should definitely start.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about Tiamat in this game. This guy definitely would have froze on me.
Yeah. It's
But
not-
yeah, I
definitely
mean,
not a noise game
I'll
thing.
try
yeah.
I'll try to incorporate the early Tiamat next time.
Yeah, it's definitely a case by case thing, but like just like it's definitely there's definitely some scenarios where it is good. Just I usually learn to identify those.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. So in closing, item builds, we talked about it. Gotta like make sure you respect the damage on the enemy team.
Mhm.
Laning, you understand creep waves, which are good. You say you have a tendency to freeze too much. Just like when you're ahead, try not to freeze as much as you do.
Yeah.
Because like it's way more important in solo queue. Like your 50 CS lead or like mid lane, like winning lane. Like it's a pretty big like you want your lanes to win in solo queue, one so like they can help you, and two so they don't tilt. Like it's really important. Like the mental game is pretty important league too. Like you
Okay.
don't want to like having your mid 2-0 on the scoreboard rather than you being up 50 CS as opposed to like 10 or 15. Like
Hmm.
just like the morale of the team will go up like a lot more, and that dude will
Okay.
probably like people play better when they get kills just in general. Like you want
Yeah.
to try to impact the map as like much more than you do at the moment. Playing for your lane is fine if you're super confident in your ability to like with your 50 CS lead to just 1v5, but like
That's not
it's
really.
pretty hard. Like that's still pretty. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself
Yeah.
if you do
That's
that.
a plat thing.
So yeah, like try to impact the map more with your roams. It's good that you identify how lane minions work and lane like waves and stuff. That's really nice. Um, as Pantheon, I don't know if you intend to keep playing Pantheon, but make sure that pre six, that early 1 to 5 when you're playing in that
Okay.
lane, you gotta really really commit to one thing
Abuse
or the
it.
other. Yeah, you gotta abuse
Okay.
it. You gotta commit to going for the kill or like commit to going for an early roam if he's not killable.
Okay.
And against those early lanes where like if you don't kill him, like you're gonna have a real good chance to kill him at 2. Consider doing longsword start because you'll have the mana pool to poke him out. It's
Okay.
a little scary if they go cloth, but still.
Okay.
Um,
On Pantheon, just last thing. I've seen people build a mana crystal on him. Is that like a thing, or
it's kind of a thing. Um, it's
I've even seen like Keegan do it, but
he Keegan does it, I believe, when it's in a lane where he knows he won't be able to kill him with just the mana from corrupting, and he knows he can't roam anywhere. That's like the only
okay.
situation I've seen him do it. I've seen him
Okay.
do Doran's ring once too. That was really retarded. I don't know if that was an accident.
Interesting.
But it's
Okay.
really like a if that's like only like if you can't roam, which is really
Okay.
rare. Like the
Right.
only time you can't roam is if like all of your lanes have lost to the point where like they're
A
unhelpable
like a fucking
already.
rumble lane or something. Yeah.
Yeah, when they're like unhelpable already by the time like you have ultimate, and then you just have to play for your lane.
Okay.
That's the only time I even really consider it.
Okay.
But like yeah, be more decisive. Like you feel it seems like you're afraid to make mistakes, and
Yeah.
you're afraid to like not follow your team because like either you'll get like flamed or something. Like you need to just man up and like pick something to do. None of this
Okay.
back and forth shit anymore. Like if it's the
Okay.
wrong play, you made the wrong play. It's not the end of the world. You just queue up, you play another game, or like it
Okay.
doesn't even necessarily mean you lose just because you made one like misplay. Maybe it was the right decision to go help when they ping you over. But
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't. Just trust yourself, and then like if it's the
Just do
wrong
it.
decision, then you understand it's the wrong decision and you don't make that decision again in the future. But the
Okay.
only way you're going to learn like yourself is to make the decision yourself, not following the 6 pings that your jungler is asking for at the red buff. Like
Okay.
just make your own decisions. Don't be like a follower. Like cuz like yeah, they might be calling the right play, but like if you climb yourself, you're gonna need to learn to identify that play yourself. Because like sometimes even if you do like that play earlier, like I don't know if you remember that Pantheon play, when you came over
Yeah.
you killed Nunu here. Yeah, you got the kill on Nunu because you collapsed, but look how much you lost top for it. You like lost
Right.
first blood turret for it. Like just because you get the kill doesn't always mean it's the right play. And like as a jungler, I'm guilty of this too sometimes. I'll ping my lane over because I'll prioritize myself over the lane because like I don't want to lose my red buff or something, right? Because I think
Yeah.
I could do so much with it if I don't lose it. But like you just need to identify for yourself. Like sometimes like even if you can't go get the kill, like if you lose that much like from your lane, you need to just say it's not worth it. And if that dude starts flaming him, you hit that big ignore button and you keep
Okay.
playing, okay? Like
Okay.
there's no point like you gotta just learn for yourself. Like that's how
Okay.
that's how you're gonna get better.
All right. Sounds good.
And don't turn on all chat. Make sure that shit stays off. That shit's useless. It's all memes and shit talk. You don't need any of that. Just focus on your game. Focus on
Okay.
getting better. And yeah, so your mechanics on Warwick and your decision making is a lot more decisive. That's really really good. Make sure you. It's more decisive than on Pantheon. Make sure you you stick
Yeah.
to that. You know, don't hesitate so much. You know, it's really like you make like some plays like that ultimate you had on Jinx here, like where you just like go straight for it. That shit's good. You know, like it might have gone wrong, but you know, at least you make your play and you learn from it. You know, that's
Yeah.
so much better than just not going for anything and not learning anything. You learn from making mistakes. Like going for those plays, that's what you should be doing like every game. You know, sometimes you're gonna inch your ass off. You know, and it sucks. You're
Yeah.
gonna lose, but you learn way more from losing. Going like 0-10-0, than going like 0-1-0, playing like a bitch all in, and then your whole team just loses, and you just slowly lose the whole game. You know, you don't learn anything from
Okay.
that, and it's also those games are painful as fuck to play because you just lose slowly. Like
Yeah.
it's better to just make a play and like fuck up and learn from it than just like play passive the whole game and try to get carried. You know,
Hmm.
that's all. That's all I really have to say. You have any last questions before we finish up?
No, that's good.
All right.
I definitely know what to focus on now.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, man.
No problem. I'll see you around, dude.
All right. Later.
All right. All right.